Oh, that is bright. Or is my skin just gross? I think it's bright.
Let me turn it down.
Flip it to the double.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, that's good. Thank you.
You want
My
me-
hair's still a mess.
You want me to turn it up or down?
Turn it up. See if it goes. Oh, can you turn it up?
No.
It doesn't go any brighter. That's good.
Okay.
I just have to be careful with how I move because I keep making the. Let's turn it down, just because. Do I have that much dandruff?
Just a little thing. You're good now.
Yeah. All right. Oh my gosh, yeah, my teeth and everything from the blueberries. I don't even care. Guys, this the best part. This is the best part. Is okay. So for anyone who's brand new, my name is Jimmy Soroka, and I'm also known as Feet Piece. And I think that I am officially dropping that I am the most positive, that this is the high blue teeth. Well, come on. That this is the most positive community throughout social media. Stay with me why. It's not just because we're not, because we're obviously not. And I'm finally ready to admit that. But it's also on the idea that all of this time, I've said how many times how we can't.
I don't know.
That's okay. How fee piece can't be defined, right? Well, now fee piece is my name. So that's weird. So I still don't want to say I can't be defined because I have definition, right? I have complexity. I have a, I'm a human person. I'm real. I hope so, right? But yeah, so why do we have to be positive or negative? I think it was just that constant effort to control a flow of something that stopped it from flowing at all. And I'm starting to realize that I don't really care when it is or is not a popular time to live stream. I want to come live because I want to come live, and I can do whatever I want because it's my broadcast. Now, I can't expect to be able to talk to too many people or make too much money if we're live when no one's around. Huge respect. Chris, welcome on. How are you? But I'm on here for the reason of organic food. What is with the rope? Veronica, what is with the attitude? Veronica, I know you gotta stick up your butt, but I do too, okay? So we are not in much different of a boat. You keep coming at me, but like I'm angry too. So why don't we just calm down together and talk about it? All right, open communication here. I know I've screwed that up quite some bit, and I'm willing to take more responsibility for it. I'm willing to say, okay, I'm the reason. Even if I don't understand yet because I spent so long running away from it. I'm finally ready to say, okay, my fault. I'm not saying it's all my fault. I'm saying I'm open to the idea that it is. If I still have too much pride for you, then leave me alone. But I'm saying that I am willing to be humble enough to say, okay, maybe some of it's my fault. Let's hash it out from there. Sell me. You want to sell me on what's my fault? Then sell me on what's my fault. Don't just tell me it's my fault because it doesn't sell me anymore. That's why haters are so angry right now, because I've finally grown past just looking at a comment and it becomes my truth, right? I used to be so small like that, but I've grown out of that now. So next is, okay, so if I'm so bad or wrong, then you need to prove it. And if you can't prove it, then go away. But it's officially to the point where they are, not even real anymore. As in completely just pulling things out of their butt. They've pulled a lot of stuff out of their butt over the years, but it's usually based on some little bit of something that exists. But now it's to the point that some older guy with a hat came into UPS and dropped a package, and then now I come on live stream and they're like, oh, "It never happened. He made it up." Guys, you got the attention, because that's what they want. They want the attention. So there's your completion of the attention. I get paid to give them attention. Like, it's a win-win. Guys, if you don't want people like that to get attention, then start realizing that they exist. Otherwise, crazy people will continue to get the attention. You say that you don't want those things to happen, right? You don't want Katie to be in danger. But when you put it all on me and refuse to believe the actual real fact that other things are happening outside of my little realm, that things are being done to us, when you will not admit that fact, you're proving that you don't care about my safety, Kate's safety, John. You just care about justifying your position, even if you see us get shot. You're just cool with that. Don't pretend. Don't sit here and pretend in front of me like you're not cool with that. Oh, if I upset you, then own up or get out. Because the fact is that your behavior is, I'm telling you from this side of the fence, it is creating a dead situation. I mean, our address is officially public because some weirdo sent us used tissues. That actually happened. If you continue to try to justify the idea that it didn't, guys, someone's going to get hurt and you're going to be to blame. But I'm finally realizing that people genuinely don't care. They genuinely do not care. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That's going to go towards the organic food we're going to buy. Because I've officially realized that the hormones in the Walmart food are what's actually making me sick. Now, whether or not I have an actual thyroid condition, I can buy that. Considering I eat 1,000 calories a day, or 1,200, and I'm fat as a cow. And then also, like I said, my emotions get all out of whack when I eat the food. But Caitlin's seen is when I have organic food, I'm good. Guys, you saw how I was last night. Or 2 nights ago, right? Steady. Look at me now. You can see, I don't know if you can see, I'm shaking a little bit. Only a little bit. But it's coming. If I keep eating this food, it's coming back. I swear to you, it is either a hormone-induced or something else induced illness. It is not real. It becomes, oh, that's blueberry on my hand and blueberry on my lips. It becomes real as soon as I start to consume things that are bad for my body. There's no way around it. And for the skeptics out there, well, you can suck it because I don't have time for your skepticism anymore. I'm too busy trying to make sure that I make money so that I have enough money for food. Yeah, I am on this broadcast right now legitimately to make money. I admit, I'm saying that straight up. I am only here right now, not for you, not for Kate, not for anybody else. I am here for my own self-preservation. Because if I don't make money right now, I'm going to lose my mind again. Over food. Over food. No. Nope, not doing it. I will sit here and look crazy and make money and make sure that I have enough money to get the food that I need. And while the haters will build their perspective about how I'm literally, guys, it went from that I'm a healthy, crazy person that is just trying to make money. Then the story switched. All right, let's follow the hater story, okay? Then it switches to that I am mentally ill and I need to be put away, right? And then I come online and I'm healthy. And the narrative for them changes to, oh, he faked a mental illness. Guys, the journey towards insanity is just, you just keep chasing. I'm running down a ball, all right? Running down this part of the field. I got the ball. We're running this way. I'm running this way. When you listen to them, you're running that way. When I speak of them, I'm running that way. But guys, in order to get that money, that I can get food to survive so that I can come on here and be the good person, I literally have to run the ball back that way. And they know it. They know it. They know that if I don't give them some attention, I am screwed. So guess what? Thanks to you not believing in me and me not believing in myself, I have to run back down the field just so I can get money for the food. And when I have money for the food, then guess what? We'll run back up that field. That doesn't mean that you have to give super chat. I'm grateful for the super chat. But that ad revenue, guys, it's life. All right? It's life of the channel. It doesn't come down to just the money. I think we all know that. But I'm willing to do this broadcast and have honesty about it and just talk about that, the need for money, because of the fact that it's real. Because as so many creators out there are just continuing to look in your face and lie to you and say, it's not about the money, you know, welcome to the show. They make their money while you just get entertained and you get no honesty out of the deal. Guys, I am monetizing honesty right now. Whether I have good intentions or bad intentions, I am successfully monetizing honesty. That is sick, as in it shouldn't be real. Guys, I'm not the sick one. The part of the system that is sick is the fact that society is so deprived of honesty, that I could legitimately make money just by being honest about the fact that I need help. Guys, The fact that this has to be done this way. Oh yeah, I could go get a 9 to 5. That's great. And then what? Then I just live in that position the rest of my life? No, because of my thyroid, I have to be able to afford organic food, which organic food has now been privatized and become exclusive. So it's costing 2, 3, 4 times as much as regular food. It's inaccessible. Health for a guy with a thyroid problem is inaccessible. Guys, that sounds like Nazism to me. Once again, I go conspiracy. There's your conspiracy. It's literally a way that I don't know if it's intentional or unintentional, but here's what I can tell you. I don't have access to healthy food. I can't make enough money to stay healthy with food that I know for a fact makes me money. But if I am willing to go on free health care and receive medication and admit an illness and take medication that destroys me and forces me that the only thing I can do is keep a 9 to 5. It's very dangerous for me to be saying this live right now. And I think we all know that. Guys, I don't know if the risk is worth the reward. I don't know. But literally, I am in a position where I have no choice but to find out. I have no choice but to find out. And that's partially my fault. But think of it this way. When I was 18 or 19 years old, is there any way on earth, mixed with my inability to adapt and learn at that age, right? Because I was a late bloomer mentally, because of just whatever. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but if I say why, they're gonna be like, oh, that's an excuse. But if it weren't for that, I mean, if I had been able to think of that back then, then of course I wouldn't be here right now. But I am here right now, and this is real. This is the hand we're dealt. So, okay, people, you can either be upset that I'm the scapegoat, and you could be upset that I'm the example to be set to show people that a healthy diet really can heal your heart, heal your brain. You can help me prove that, or you can stay a skeptic. And then as they continue to pull away your ability to get healthy food, when I am up there and you're still down there because you didn't want to listen to what I'm saying right now, it's gonna be on you. It's not on me, because I'm wising up right now. I'm taking the steps I have to take to make the money that has to be made, because I was doing some real estate training, because I was looking into that kind of thing, right? Trying to diversify the income, because obviously the ROI on this is not near high enough for the risk that I'm taking. But it has to be. It has to be, because this is the current income. This is where it exists. And I could just run to real estate, but guys, I'm consuming food that's not healthy for me. It's destroying my brain, destroying my body, destroying my ability to go and train for that. And I refuse to take another buyout. I refuse to run to my former family or to run to my friends. Guys, I'm not running anymore. I'm here. I'm not running to anybody. You do not have to give super chat. You know why? Because we're doing decent on ad rev alone. So I could just sit here and talk to you, and the money for the food will come in. That's fine. I'll do what I got to do. And, yeah, it's going to put me at a bit of a risk due to the industry not being cool with what I'm saying, which also puts Caitlin and Josh at risk. But guys, you do have a hand in that. You do. Everybody's taking responsibility here. You don't have a choice. If you're in this broadcast, you are responsible for what's happening right now. Good or bad. You exist. You're a part of it. That's what you want. You want to be a part of it. You want to know that you exist. Why I'm telling you that for good, for better or for worse, you are real to me, and you are here. And I know I'm real to you. Nobody else is acknowledging you on this platform, are they? They just want you to watch their content and then send them the money for what? For entertainment. Am I not offering you entertainment? No, I'm not. I'm a real person. I'm a real person desperate enough to have to be in this position. Guys, it's social change that we're creating here, not entertainment. It's entertaining, which is sick. It's pretty sick that this is entertaining. But what I'm finally learning is that a lot of people in society learn from entertainment. They do. You do. I had somebody on 2 nights ago who said to me about a Netflix show. They're talking to me about how they were comparing something in real life to a Netflix television series. That's what some people call reality nowadays. And that's scary. So, but with that said, what that taught me was that people talk in entertainment. So what better way to help translate what I'm trying to say than do it in a fashion that is entertaining for people that find this entertaining. Whether I agree with that being entertainment or not, it is. Otherwise, there wouldn't be 40 people in this room, $15 in the super chat, and 3 likes, right? Regardless of how many people don't like it. There are those who do. And those are the people who are listening to a better future, you know? And exposing the truth about life. It can be a difficult thing and it's a dangerous thing. But what I finally realized is I was going after the small dog. You know what I mean? Like I would just sit there. I played possum. I played Josh Cook. Because that's what Josh Cook does. He plays possum. And then whenever I lose my mind, right? Whenever I lose my cool, then he's like, oh my God, I'm a victim. And Katie's done the same thing. And I've done the same thing too. We've all been doing it to each other. You know, is we take a defense. And then when someone attacks us, we sit there and say, well, why did it happen? I take blame for that. I take blame for that. Right? Oh, they freaked out on me, but I'm going to own my half. I'm going to own my quarter, my third. Right? Is I'm done being a victim. Like for real though. Because it has to happen that way. I have to be willing to start talking about the hard truths. I have to be willing to tell you guys what's really going on. Or, I mean, somebody's going to try to silence me either way. Someone's going to try to shut me up either way. But I want to do this with love. I don't want to do it just, I don't want to have to do it just out of desperation to know that I have food in the fridge. But guys, I cannot survive on the Walmart food. I could tell you from 2 angles, and Caitlin can confirm these angles. Angle 1, whatever it is in the food that I cannot understand, I don't know how this works, but I will eat it. And I just eat. Like I literally cannot stop eating. Where to the point where Caitlin has to ration me 1,200 calories a day because I cannot control myself. Seriously, like I literally can't. Like I have to eat more. And I don't understand why that is. And then second is the way it affects my emotions. You guys see how, right? Think of it. 2 nights ago, this is night and day. It's not bipolar. It is the food. Caitlin.
Yeah.
Caitlin's my witness. It truly is the food. But guys, if you don't back me on this, if you're a victim, all right? I'm not a victim. If I'm a victim to the Walmart food, then I'm a victim. All right? And if I'm a victim to the way that society has portrayed things, then I'm a victim, right? My inability to access organic food, then I'm the victim. But guys, I don't want to be a victim, which is why I'm here. All right? I would like to level that playing field. I don't have the knowledge or the assertion or the ability to take down a multi-billion-dollar industry. And I'm not going to try. But if I start being honest about what's happening to me, somebody who can and will come out of the woodwork. But it starts with people willing to risk martyrdom, quite honestly, because nobody wants to talk about it. They want to make me crazy, shove pills down my throat, and shut me up. All right? Because the way that money is exchanged in the background, you don't even want to know. The things that I've researched, the things that I've found, and not just on Google, but with people, okay? Within the actual system. But it's not mine to touch because I'm not capable. Guys, I have to know my limits, right? There's certain risks that I will not take. I am not a martyr for the cause. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm too weak for that. I don't want it, okay? I have self-preservation, and I know that although I'm very smart and I'm very tactical, that I will not go down for the sake of others. If that makes me a bad person, then don't watch me. But I value my own life enough that I am not going after the people who are doing wrong. I am not leading that fight. But I will most definitely sit and let you know that I agree with that fight and that does exist. Because that in itself is action. And I'm meeting you guys where you're at. You know, sitting on your butt laughing at me. Don't laugh. As you laugh, you consume crap that destroys your brain and your body. I'm glad it's hilarious as you die slowly. I don't find that very funny. I really don't find that funny. I actually give a crap about you. But I give a crap about me too. So we can either have a love of money or we can have a love of self. And it is ironically my love of self that is leading me to chase after the money and not be afraid of what people have to say about it. Because that money sure as heck did not buy me happiness, health, wealth, any of it. It didn't. Because I didn't use it right. You know, it was about the money. Now I'm sitting here because I'm going to die if I don't. I could sit here and blame society for making me a victim, or I could also realize that the task at hand was pretty large as compared to what I could do. But you know what? At the end of the day, I got the cards that I'm dealt. And I like these cards because it's better than no cards. I'll tell you what, I would rather be the woke one with the thyroid problem that's finding this stuff out and is talking about it whenever and benefits from it somewhat, other than someone sitting on their butt laughing at me while they die slowly shoving cancer food in their body. Oh, he's so stupid. Guys, I'm not the dumb one here. This is what I'm trying to say here, is I do care, and I know how mean I am. Yes, I am very mean. Oh my gosh, am I mean. But you got to realize the anger that I'm taking out on you has nothing to do with you. And I have to learn how to stop taking it out on you. I agree with that. That's a problem. All right? I'm sorry. I am still this way, though. You don't get better by running away to rehab where nothing exists and then expecting to come back to reality. Guys, they're teaching you how to run into a fantasy and then hold that fantasy there. There's no real transition from the fantasy to the reality, guys. You run away from reality. I've been to the mental hospital 6 times. I spent 6 visits, all right, in care, and it does nothing, okay? It does nothing. They can tell you what's going on in your brain, but if you notice, they never tell you why. Well, it's because of this, but they're giving you surface stuff. You're getting surface information, all right? When you actually do your own research and you get learned on what's going on, having a mental illness doesn't make you stupid. If you're writing someone off right now in your life simply because they may potentially have a mental illness, you, my friend, are the one that's dumb. You're missing out. And that pisses me off. And it doesn't piss me off because I'm hurt. Oh, I'm hurt. And that's causing me to react inappropriately. But the anger, it comes from watching everyone just bleh, bleh, right now. Tiny Peen, I do get it. I do get it. You've given up. You and I are the same. All right? I see what you're saying here. You're saying, Jimmy, just shut your mouth. Just entertain. Da-da-da-da-da. It's not about you, whatever. No, it is about me. And it's about you. Who is this Nightbot? Nightbot is just like a program. Nightbot is a program. That's bull. They do help you. Also need to do your own work and work with mental health professionals. Go for hockey. Yes, when you have a mental illness, there needs to be retreats. But when you don't, it doesn't create a healthy result. That's what I'm trying to say. For a sane, rational person, all it does is creates a retreat that when you jump back into reality, you're confused because you were told this thing and then you're living this thing and they don't fit together. They don't fit together. You're either sick or you're not. It's not both. It's not that you're sick. You're not sick half the time in your brain. Your brain is either sick or it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's either by nature, by nurture, of course, your brain can become sick. But your brain can also become unsick by nurture. And nurture includes what you put in your body. Guys, I'm not trying to invalidate the entire system. I simply don't know how to communicate this well. It's that simple. But I'm not going to learn to communicate it by just running off to a school and learning it. Because it is, for me, guys, for me, Jimmy Soroka, we can agree, every one of us can agree that it is tried and true that no matter how many times I try to learn from a system of things, I do not learn. Whether it's just my ignorance or my pride or whatever, I'm not learning a freaking thing. So I would rather come here and get reamed out by you and learn better. But you got to see that I actually care to learn better. And I don't want to just talk. But I'm very defensive. And especially with this food in my body now, I'm very defensive. And it's going to take time for me to come out of that. Give me a little time. I'll come out of it. But if you can have a little bit of an open mind to hear what I have to say, wait till you see the results it can have in your life. And I don't have anything to tell you because other than just my experiences, right? I'm trading my experiences for a very, very low cost of ad revenue and super chat, which actually pisses people off worse because they want me to go charge $1,000 for a nice prim and proper course with my degree that I've done. Guys, there are professional psychiatrists on TikTok. You know why? Because they're not making enough. Because they're not doing good enough for themselves. Because they're not happy. Guys, the system is not broken, but it sure as hell is bent. I get it. You want to shove your pills down and say that nothing else is real. I'm sorry, but both are true. Both realities exist in the same space. There are people who are naturally born those ways, and there are people that grow to be those ways. But the third option, there are also people who get better. That there are environmental factors that can induce those issues. And they can also be alleviated with the alterations of the environment and the things we put in our body. That's not an opinion, that is a scientific fact. And just because I didn't read it out of a book doesn't mean I don't know it. So, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, why don't you go pick up a book? Don't get angry at me just because I didn't read it in a book. Because that doesn't validate your point. It just invalidates your point. And it validates my point that it doesn't have to be learned in a book. And that ignorance can be inbred or learned. So let's jump all the way back to that super chat and say thank you. Because I had quite the rant there due to the food that I'm eating. And yes, that hair is rough. I will agree with you. I had a decision. Do I trim it back down or I let it grow out? And I want to let it grow out, so I have to suffer the scrutiny while it grows out. From the Star says, $9.99. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Money equals freedom. Freedom equals happiness. It's really that simple. Thank you. Now, before the money, though, is self. Self-care does come before the money. Because I didn't do self-care, and I went after the money. Self-care comes first. Money comes second. Which is proof here, because I need the organic food. So guess what? Internet beggar. Call me whatever you have to call me. I'm cool with it now. Because I finally realize that my health is more important than my pride. Oh, I got a hell of a lot of pride. But I'm like a Ferrari. You know, I got to put, Kate likes that one. Because I called her a Ferrari. It says, you know, very high, you know, high maintenance. High maintenance, quite literally. You know, it costs a lot to maintain this body. I'm an Olympic human being. It's in my genes. It literally showed in my genes. I took those genetic tests, say I have Olympic genes. And it costs a lot to take care of this body and this brain. Guys, it's not that I have a problem. It's that I have a superpower. And I'm feeding regular gasoline to the engine. You don't have to like that fact, but it's actually a fact. I'm putting crap in my body and expecting a better result. I know my capabilities, and then when I'm grinding my gears, I can't figure out why. Because I'm feeding it wrong. I'm feeding it wrong. All right. Okay. How was New Year's? Happy New Year. Hi, how are you? New Year's was nice. We pretty much just watched movies, and I slept. Because for the first time in my entire life, including my childhood, I am finally relaxed enough to actually sleep. We've been sleeping regular, like 4 to 6 to 8 hours, but for the past 2 days, Kate,
Yeah.
I've literally done nothing but sleep these past 2 days. Just, I don't know how, but I think it's that I'm finally comfortable with myself. After my car days, after all the trauma and the PTSD, I actually believe that I am working through PTSD and all, like, my actual issues are dissipating through confidence, through courage, through the alleviation of stress and fear that are inappropriate, and I'm alleviating those through understanding. Instead of pills or anything else, I am coming to understand my situation, and it's alleviating the stress and the issues. Now, with that said, my thyroid, I can't imagine that my thyroid can be healed, you know, through those processes, because I think that's something that's actually broken, you know, the way that the hormones are going to my brain. But I think the only reason it's broken is because of the food I'm putting in my body. I'm telling you, when I eat organic food, I lose weight and I behave healthily. I don't think I have a thyroid issue at all. And I'll tell you another thing. A lot of people have said that to me. Everyone that knows about thyroid issues says to me how rare it is that I could have hypothyroidism. Extremely rare. It's most common in middle-aged women. It's not normal. I don't have it. I don't have it. Maybe someone else does, but I don't. It's induced by what's going into my body and what I feed my brain. Blood test for thyroid is needed. Blood test for thyroid is not enough. And a psyche valve for bipolar is not enough. Caitlin, what were you teaching me about something with the
Oh, the blood test for thyroid is that sometimes the way they do the blood test is that they'll tell you you have like one part of a thyroid disease, but
and then they kind of just
like, okay, so I forget which one it is, but there's like,
because Caitlin was doing the research on my thyroid.
because there's like hyperthyroidism, and then there's, I think it's Hashimoto's disease. And so then like the blood tests are only basically for one or the other.
And thank you for talking, by the way.
Completely, like it said online, it kept saying that most doctors won't let you know the whole story because even they're uneducated on it to a degree. So
It's like, for example, last night or the other night I did call the police, and when they did come, people want to know. Everybody wants to know. They're like, well, what actually happened? And they didn't necessarily understand what to do, or they really knew what to do and they didn't want to do their job. But guys, either way, it makes them look bad. And you need to realize that they're not bad. We live in an area that is not equipped for this. I live in Kingston. Who do you know that is getting GPS trackers in their mail if they're not in a movie, if they're not in a spy movie? Okay? We're in Kingston, Pennsylvania. They're good cops, and it's out of their league, and that's not their fault. All right? That doesn't make them bad cops. It makes them regular cops. It makes them cops. All right? This is like FBI level. This is ridiculous. And I think it actually is like FBI level. You got an old man coming to UPS dropping a GPS tracker. It's ridiculous. But what's the plan of the bad people? Is, get them to talk, and then I complain about the police, and then the police will come down on me for it and be willing to say that I faked it to shut me up. No different than they did when I came into birth this way and was sold into foster care. They want to complete the cycle and say that I'm faking it. Let them do their damage. Do what they got to do, because when I get exonerated, guess what? I'm the one getting paid. All right? That's how it works. That's reality. Guys, maybe I get thrown in jail for a few days. Let's go. But the fact is, when they do the investigation, you can't botch that investigation, because the fact is the UPS guys love me and I love them. I have been working with those UPS guys for years, and I can guarantee you they are not, guys, there are good people in this world. And when you associate with good people, it doesn't matter how many corrupt people there are, your life will always flourish. Let them try to do what they got to do. But the second you accuse them of that, then they become that way. And I'm telling you that they're good cops, they're good people just trying to do their job. Don't come down on them for it. Let it go. And that's me talking to myself, is I have to let it go. How hard is it, guys? Think of it this way. I was sold into foster care at birth. So can't you imagine that my mind is a little bit nervous about this area? Right? Right? A little bit nervous. So I went down to the Freemasons, who were over across the bridge, and I went to have a conversation because Chaz, who is with the Freemasons, had visited me back in 2015 when I was working at Target. This was actually right before I started Feet Peace. And everybody wants their secrets, right? And at the time I was a Catholic, and within the Catholic Church, it is forbidden to be a part of a secret society, aka the Freemasons. And so, obviously, I turned them down. Then ensued Feet Peace, right afterwards. After that happened, I went and traveled and did all my stuff. And then I came back, and now here we are. So I really didn't know what to do with myself. So I went to them, and I absolutely acted crazy. I was talking about existential things and these mystical crystal ball things, right? And he pretty much just mocked me and taunted me saying, well, why don't you go back to church? You know, you sound like you're talking like religion. And I could see on the looks of their faces that they were lying in my face. And I mean, that's how life works, okay? Because as people try to continue to hide, there are always going to be people that can tell the truth. But guys, people like me who know how to tell the truth end up being the martyrs. Don't you get it? You got to start paying attention to the things happening around you. But nobody wants to. Nobody wants to. I went there and, you know, pretty much disrespected me. Caitlin, and Josh all showed up. And, you know, I explained, oh, is this your wife? And I'm like, well, kind of. And, like, didn't take me seriously from the start, right? Absolute traditionalists. And I guess it just doesn't make sense to me because I've looked in every direction, including conspiracy. Guys, at this point, I have tried every option except the truth. I even ran towards an organization that my church said worships the devil, right? Nothing. Anywhere. I could tell you there are no secrets to be found. So stop looking for secrets. Guys, I'm the one that looks for secrets. And you're coming after me for secrets. Katie,
Yeah.
don't I hate secrets? I hate them. With a passion, with a burning, prideful passion. I hate secrets. Even my own. But as you sit here, trying to get me to tell you my secrets, I am afraid to tell them. Because when I look around, all I see are bad people with secrets. So I don't want them to have my secrets. Think about it, guys. I'm not actually doing anything bad. I'm not doing anything bad. Right? Google's original, what was their thing? Don't be evil. Or something like that. Or don't be bad. There's my motto. Why don't you give me that motto? Don't be evil. I'm not evil. I'm not good. I'm just chilling. And sure as hell, yeah, I got some secrets. You better believe it. But none of which are any of your concern. They're not even things that you're actually worried about. Like, it's my weird interior life, right? That you're so curious about. But why would I keep talking about my interior life when every time I talk about myself, that you just judge me, right? You say, oh, just be honest. Oh, the second I'm honest, what do you do? No, I'm gonna lie to you. And you're gonna suck it because you don't deserve my truth. I refuse to give you my truth for free anymore. You want to know what I have to say? You're going to pay for it. That doesn't go for the people that are nice to me because I like people that are nice to me. I'm not going to make you pay anything. You are paying with your kindness. Whether you are real kind to me or fake kind to me, I accept your purchase. I accept your purchase. All right? Guys, life is tough. It's so tough, but I am so sick of all the wusses out there. And I am not talking about people with real problems. I am not talking about running against equal rights. I am talking about that I can be a regular heterosexual male, white male, that does believe in equality, but doesn't want to speak up because he's sick of being bogged down. I'm 100% for equality. I wasn't before. When you guys knew me before, absolutely not. I was a racist, right? Didn't really know it. I was just raised in that environment and I assumed I wasn't. I didn't realize how much I misunderstood, how much I still misunderstand about other races, right? I'm arrogant, I'm ignorant. We can agree on that. But why is your answer to kick me off screen when you say you want to educate something? Educate me. Oh no, let's just shut him down. Let's shut him down and then go and say that we're going to educate other people. Who? I want to listen. I'm sorry I messed up my first chance. But guys, let me tell you, if you only got one chance in life, I wouldn't be on screen. Unless this is still my first chance. But here's what I'll tell you. You can't snuff out my first chance because I finally let others matter. And I see that I can freak out and I can scream and I can be this way and be myself. And hopefully nothing's bad's going to happen. Hopefully. Of course I'm terrified. You better believe that I am terrified that something bad is going to happen to me. But at least I'm not lying about it. I don't hide my fear. I run towards it in courage. But guys, as I run, I have ignorance. As I run towards the fear with what I believe to be courage, it's 99% ignorance. But I'm not going to stop running. Your options are to keep chasing me and never catch up because I'm too busy running, or help me learn and be a part of it. I'm not giving you another option because it's my life. You don't get to choose the options in my life. Unless I actually commit a crime, it's not your right to choose. Because YouTube may be a democracy, but my life is not a democracy. It is a dictatorship. My life is mine to dictate. Not you. Not you. You dictate my income. You dictate whether or not you're here for the broadcast. But you do not dictate whether or not I live and breathe. And the moment you do, you're the criminal. So put your guard down and take a breath and realize my behavior is 100% based on the food I'm putting in my body. So you're going to pay me, and I'm going to get healthy on this organic food. I'm going to get a normal haircut and keep myself shaved. And I'm going to get a whole bunch of clothes, regular clothes. I'll get them from the thrift store. That's fine. You'll see me in a different pair once a week. I'll get myself a week's worth of clothes. Get Kate a week's worth of clothes. Get Josh some new clothes. We'll live a regular life because that's what we should do. And not be talking about this 24/7 this way. I should be half acknowledging your comments and half talking about our life. That's how it's supposed to be. I built up such a defense because I am terrified of you guys. Terrified. If that's what you want, then I guess you won. But if your goal is actually to help somebody, then why don't you stop sowing fear? Because when I'm talking about an honest thing, I'm not sowing fear. I'm bringing up fear that's already there that you are repressing. You ignore your surroundings. You remain with a lack of awareness. And then you say that you're aware because you pay your bills. That's just not how life works. If you want to level up, level up. If you don't, don't. That's not my problem. That's not my choice. But guys, I finally realized I'm not sowing chaos by talking this way. I'm not. I always thought I was. What's really happening here is I'm just waking people up to already what's going on. So, that's life. Marshall, why so many dislikes though? Why so many laughing faces? I really don't understand what's funny about negativity. If you go into space, your head pops off, you know? Like, I don't find that funny. Do you? If you do, maybe you should go to space. Deport yourself from the earth. Personal opinion. Do you belong on the earth if you don't appreciate the breath you have? Is that a conversation we should have? Absolutely not. But you want to have it with me. Yeah, tides have turned. You want to say that it's okay for him to come at me and be negative, but it's not okay for me to talk about the truth because it literally like insults you when you hear the truth. That is insane. That's insanity. When someone talks about what's actually going on in the world and you're so delusional that you just want to shove your face and hide in a hole. It doesn't help anybody, and you're sure as hell not helping yourself. And I'm not helping you right now by talking this way, but I'm talking this way because of the food that's going in my body. So where does the craziness end? It ends when I make enough money being crazy enough that I can afford food that then makes me sane. But then by then I'll see that being crazy makes me so much money, I'll just act crazy. And you'll never know the difference. Because that's what you want. I make way more money per video when I act crazy, even though I'm not crazy. So why not start doing it on purpose? That's their fear. The haters' fear is I'm going to start acting crazy on purpose. Or that I am. And I'm not. I'm not. It's the food I'm putting in my body. But guys, you are making a self-fulfilling prophecy. you are showing me that if I do act crazy, even when I'm healthy, then I will still make more money. You are feeding into an unhealthy behavior pattern, rewarding me for ill-seated behavior. As you pretend like you're stopping me, you already know that all you're doing is paying me for bad behavior. And then you look at other influencers who are doing bad behavior and watching the videos where they commit to bad behavior, commenting on their videos where they commit to bad behavior, and pretending like you're stopping their bad behavior, even though they're getting paid 10 times as much as you'll ever see. Guys, if you want to make more money and you're sick of other people doing bad things and getting paid for it, it starts by not doing bad things. It starts by not doing bad things. And watching someone doing a bad thing is a bad thing. You're guilty by association. You're part of the reason why they exist. You can be delusional and schizophrenic and blame the master powers. That's not what I do. But you can either literally be so delusional that you think it's just YouTube is the reason that they're famous, or you could realize that you have a hand in it because YouTube is an actual democracy. And I'm here because YouTube wants me here. So you can hate me, but really what you hate is not yourself. It's just the lack of it's a negativity that you hate, but you so badly don't want to let go of it. The reason I know this is because I'm exactly the same as you. That's how I know that, because you and I are exactly the same. That's why I know you. That's why you know me, because like attracts like. And while you laugh at me, we are family. You're a part of Feed Peace. So if I want the negative people to go away, I have to realize that they're not going to go away. I have to help them see that a better way is worth it. And the majority will be won over. I just have to believe that and live it. Take a breath. And even with the fake hormones pumping through my blood or my brain or whatever, that I don't have to have the science to know it's true. I just have to be able to recognize how it affects my body. It's called having self-awareness. When you have self-awareness, you don't need a doctor for that. Okay? When you have enough experiments that, with those different variables that prove up to the fact that it's the food, then it's the food. It's not that complicated. Oh my gosh, let's keep blaming our problems on everyone else. My problems are my problems, but they're not actually problems. They're not mental mind games. Well, they are, but they're the truth. Guys, I'm manipulating with the truth, not with a lie. That's why you're so pissed. I don't have a lie to tell. Well, that's a lie. The lie that I have to tell you is the lie that you hear. But I can literally speak exact truth about what's going on in life, and you call it a lie because you can't handle it. No, that's right. I do have zero truth, because everything that I know to be true has come from the people around me, all the intelligent human beings that I've met and had the opportunity to learn from. Sandy, actually, there is not organic food there. Not all organic is organic. That's right, Lulu. Absolutely. I'm not talking about Wegmans organic. I'm talking about homegrown organic. And now they're to the point where they say that they're defending Kate, but then they turn around, someone just insulted you. Quite literally made an assault at you. At your confidence. You'll destroy a 19-year-old girl for the sake of your own pride. She doesn't know what you said. Doesn't matter. We just made money on it. It hit me, disappeared. And we just made money on it. So thank you very much for your comment. Whole Foods organic. I don't know. That part I don't know. I get it from online, and then we've gotten it from local places. But we pretty much switched to online. For now, we're going to have to get get food from not there. We're going to have to be getting food from food banks. We literally make enough money to pay all of our bills and everything, but just because of the debt and everything, We literally are making legit paychecks and can't pay bills because that's the society we live in. So I have to stop running away. I have to be here or the deficit will continue. I don't know what my future looks like, and I have to stop being afraid of not knowing. I have to stop running and pretending like I can control it. I just have to be here and be myself and take a breath and let things happen as they may, and realize that my need to control it is the only reason it's not going well. And that's current. Something I need to work on. Something I'm working on right now by being in front of you. Learning by practice, because that's how I learn. No matter how many books I read, it just doesn't work out. Sherry, just so you know, at the beginning, all I see is as a therapist and for my own mental health. I will not read past that because you have a destructive personality, and I think it would be very important for you to do some self-care. As a therapist, you know what self-care is. So go hug yourself, and we'll be here when you get back. Mary Bush says, show the UPS label. That's the creepy part. There was none. It was written in red ink on the back of the box. Can you plant a garden? Veronica, that will be very cool. We'll get there. Currently can't do that, but Veronica, that actually is a fantastic idea. Something me and Kate are excited about. Something we would like to do. We can't currently do it. We do have a basement with like 2 full rooms that I cleaned up. That was a wreck when we moved in. Very proud of that. If we can find a way to do that, then definitely a garden is something I would want to do. But agriculture is definitely not my forte. But learning just enough to take care of us would be a fantastic idea. Whole Foods organic. I love Whole Foods. Try Vitacost. I'll look that up. Katie, can you write that down? Lulu says Vitacost. Thank you, Lulu. Organic food from food bank. No, just food. Just because we literally can't even afford food right now. What I'm doing right now is building an extra income, an extra stream of income. I hate to make it about the money, but it's officially about the money. I don't want to admit that.
It was Vita what?
Vitacost. Vitacost. Guys, I'm officially here to make money. You don't have to like me, but I'm not going to lie to your face. You can call me whatever you want, but I am not a liar. I am officially here for you to pay me. I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to entertain you with the truth, but that's how I'm going to get paid. I'm not here for an illusion, and if YouTube kicks me off, it'll be because I refuse to embrace an illusion. That's the only reason that I would get kicked off this platform, and I can tell you that for a fact. And that's the one part that I don't know, is if YouTube is okay with reality yet. I don't know if reality is permitted online yet. Instacart is very convenient. Yes, oh my gosh, I wish I was a fish. Instacart would be fantastic. But it is in this area, just not for, we don't have a Whole Foods. I've never tried Whole Foods. But like I said, Wegmans Organic just doesn't do the trick. I've done research on it. And we got Walmart food from Wegmans, like the same kind of products, and it just cost more. That's all it did, it just cost more. And also, the stuff from Instacart, the same products when we went in store were $2 or $3 more on Instacart plus the delivery fee. We, as in Josh, makes enough for your bills. Josh makes enough for all of our bills, including my debt, and not his own. He is going bankrupt just to cover my debts so he can help me take care of my life. You can let that make you mad, or you can stay for the long game. And when you realize that I'm going to help him fulfill his life goals with my own, you're going to have to wait on that. But that's what's happening right now. Josh is going bankrupt so that we can pay our bills. He is working for us to be able to pay our bills because he believes in our dream that much. So if I don't owe it to anybody else except myself and food, I owe it to Josh to be here on this screen so that you can't prove me wrong and that I can prove him right. Are you a vegan? I am not currently a vegan. Nothing wrong with therapists. That was rude. Lulu, there's nothing wrong with being a therapist, but Lulu, I know I have regulars. All right. I have people that have been in and out of here for years. So if you see me going at somebody, that is me treating them like a human. If you guys want to be here in real time, do not expect me to treat you like you're below me. You say you want to be treated equal, I'm going to treat you equal. When you come at me with BS, I will come right back at you with sass. I will come at you with the truth because I am not your God. I am not your creator on YouTube. I'm a regular person with a YouTube channel talking to regular people with YouTube channels. And if you come at me with sass in public, in my house, in front of 75 people, you better believe that I'm going to bring the rain. I'm coming right back at you. Because that's life. You can't come at somebody and expect them to just sit there and take it. That's abuse. That's abuse. My words, guys, when I speak words of what I say is true, right? What I believe to be true. There's scientific facts and then there's my opinions. I don't always know the difference. But me saying out loud what I feel, it's not a crime. That's pretty insane. And for someone to attack me because I hurt their feelings on something that wasn't particularly directed at them, that is abuse. That's abuse. You're being abusive. I'm shouting my truth to the world on YouTube as I was told to do by YouTube. That's what YouTube says. Share your life with the world. I'm sharing my life with the world. Why am I receiving abuse? Because there are abusive people in this world. Oh, am I careless with my words? Absolutely. Because I care less about what people have to say about my opinion. It's my opinion and my life and my channel. Not your channel, not our channel. It is my channel. And you are in my house. And you are welcome here, no matter what you have to say. Because abusers like Josh are welcome in my home. Because I'm a sick guy, apparently. And I'm willing to take the abuse for the sake of your ego. Because when you pay me with your ego, like Josh is right now, working on his ego, keep working on your ego, guys. I'm getting paid. He knows it. This conversation right here, him and I had it. He does not care about me. He cares about thinking that he's taking care of me. Is that wrong? Is that manipulation? It's an agreement. He wants to use me. I'm happy to use him. We're in agreement. He wants to pay my bills. I want him to pay my bills. You don't have to like it. But that's how it is. That's the reality. Call me whatever you got to call me. Whew. Katie, you take a breath. Take a breath. Katie, you look like you're going to cry.
Oh, no, I'm just focused on because I'm doing it.
Katie, your nose is red and you look teary-eyed. Am I hurting your feelings?
No.
Are you scared?
No.
Yes. Don't lie to me.
Okay. Oh.
Katie, look at me. The reason there's nothing to be afraid of is literally only because we're telling the truth. I'm saying things that upset people, make them angry, but because I'm telling the truth, it'll all work out. That's literally just how it works. That is, I swear to you, the only time it has ever worked out for me is always. It has always worked out for me because I've always told the best truth that I have, even if it's not the full truth, even if it's not everything I have to offer. I've told the truth that I feel comfortable with sharing, the most that I can share, right? And that has protected me this long, and it will protect me for the rest of my life. And the only reason that is a continual perceived tragedy is because I've allowed it to be. Because I've sat here scared waiting for the attack my whole life. It's not coming. It's not coming. And the moment you believe it's coming, that's when they're at your door. That's when they're knocking on your door as a Trojan horse with a GPS and a piñata, or, you know, a freaking pack of pancake mix and some psycho religious people. All right? No more. It's over. The drama has started. It's now a drama. It's not reality anymore. It's now a drama. It's a show. It's a game. All right? It's not my real life. This is not my real life anymore. which is why I no longer am talking about people near as much. I am making an effort to talk about ideas. Because what is it? Who said that? Small people talk about other people. I learned this when I was young. Someone correct me here if you see it. But small people talk about other people. Regular people, thank you, life's too shorty. Small people talk about people. Regular people talk about something. And then big people talk about ideas. Something like that. Can someone correct me here? And yes, of course, I'm prompting the audience. But I genuinely don't remember. That works out in my favor. I'm just telling you my tactics. I don't have to make it up. I genuinely don't remember. And then I call on the audience because it's convenient. Guys, I am living content. My lack of memory becomes living content for your engagement. I've taken my disabilities and they have become my superpowers. They are not manipulations. They are seriously things that sometimes I can't recall. It's not a lack of sanity. I have 75 people in here. When's the last time you talked to 75 people at once? A little nervous? I'm on stage all day. I'm at the podium in front of 75 people. How many real? 100% of them, because you can't have bots, right? People can't be commenting. Okay, maybe there's 20 people commenting. But that's still 20 people you're standing in front of. That's still real. Whether I got 75 people or 500 like 2 nights ago, I got human beings in front of me, and that matters. Aoife. Guys, I pity the fool that so badly needs to sow lies to protect their false reality. I really do. I really do. Like, my heart sinks for you, and I'm angry, very angry at whoever decided to sow them inside you. It hurts, and it makes me very mad. You're welcome, Effa, for reading the first 4 words of your comment. Tiny Pain, the only thing I'm delusional about is the belief that I could win people over who can't refuse anything but delusion. And yes, I did say that exactly how I meant it. At the end of the day, I'll clap for you. You're paying me right now. Lynn's World, nobody is going to be the next Josh, because the only reason there's a first Josh is because I was a wuss. And I was afraid to face my haters head on. Okay? Only reason that poor Josh has to suffer to begin with is because I was afraid to face my haters. So he paid the bills. Now, he lied to me. Didn't tell me all the debt he had. He admitted to that. We had that conversation. But that is the price he pays. I told him, like, Josh, if you want me to help you with your lies, if you want me to help clean up your lies, it starts with you telling the truth, and you owe me a crap ton because you did me a disservice by giving me money you didn't have. And that's what he's facing. That's the reality he's facing right now. It's a raw, very real reality. A reality none of us can run from, you know? Caitlin's in the least amount of debt, but guess what? She wants the rewards that come with the life that I'm creating. That's adorable. I would say so. Either that or marijuana. Both are good. I thought that was adorable. I'm a fan of that right there, baby. That was good. Good job. Caitlin's making not channel art. She's making thumbnails. Guys, take a look over on the channel. I don't know how many thumbnails you got in there so far. Just one so far?
Oh, no.
She's got an amazing thumbnail over on the channel. It's absolutely adorable. It's just on the last video we did. Caitlin's making thumbnails for the whole channel. Katie, I have freedom to discuss you?
Yeah.
Yes. Content. Actually, Lynn's World, zero, absolutely. You're right. Zero responsibility. It's the opposite, obviously. But yeah, zero responsibility. The only thing I do on my channel is go live. Only thing I do. Caitlin does all the analytics. She does all the thumbnails, does all the work. You know why? Because she lives with me. She hears me talk, and she's like, oh my gosh, I want his money.
It's true.
not the love, guys. Love's a bonus.
Love is a bonus. It's a beautiful bonus.
I'm cool with it. You wanted the lies to you wanted the fantasy to go away. We wanted the fantasy to go away, right? We don't want lies anymore. There you go. There's your truth. I love it. I get off on it. I absolutely love when people so badly want to accuse us of being bad people, when all we are is just good salesmen. That's it. We're not manipulators. We are not fantasy creators. We are not liars. We are people that reveal the truth when you can handle it. And for those of you that can't handle it, just stay right here. Just enjoy the show. Call us the bad guy. Guys, that is officially what I have come to terms with. I am officially cool with being called the villain. Because I'm not. It's wonderful. I get paid for letting the public be convinced that I'm the villain. And I'm not a villain. Do you know how awesome that is? That I always wanted to play the bad guy in movies. That's the cool role. Come on.
You just gotta like stroke the cat in the chair. Sorry, that's like the stereotypical bad guy. No, sorry.
What am I, an Austin Powers?
I don't know.
Stroking the hairless cat? No.
I don't know. I've never seen Austin Powers.
It's not for you. Let it be that. No, I'm thinking more like James Franco Green Goblin, or like, James Franco Green Goblin, or Dave Franco from 22 Jump Street, because I'm like the hipster. Guys, I grew up in the wrong time. I really did. I should have grown up now, because I'd be in school and I would be not slinging the drugs, but I'd be that hipster kid. I'd feel comfortable. I would have a culture, and now I'm like half old. I'm like a quarter old. And I'm sitting here like, what am I doing with myself? So I'm finally doing something with myself, because I was on Snapchat earlier, right? I looked down at my phone. I'm like this. And I go, oh, God. Seriously, I opened Snapchat. I look down. I'm like, oh, boy. Houston, Texas, we have a problem. It is time to change directions here, because this is no longer okay. And that begins with this here. It's like I care so much about people that I'm finally willing to put myself first. And the irony is that everyone says the exact opposite of what they mean. They say that they want me to put someone else first, but like they've given me every wrong way to do it. That's really what I should be doing, is putting them first. But I put them first by putting myself first, by not putting you first. You come second. You better believe you. Well, that's a lie. You come after everyone in my real life. And that's how it should be. That's how it should be for you. Guys, you should not be putting anyone on the internet before your actual human beings in like real life. And I know I've preached against that, okay? I get it. I'm a hypocrite. Yes, I am. But it's because I've changed. I'm doing different now. So the things I've said before, they don't apply now. It's in the past. Guys, if you're watching a recording, that's why it's called a recording. What I say when I'm live is who I am right now. It doesn't make me bipolar. It's called being adaptive. And it's called, I have so much false reality around me that's just trying to pull me back and forth. Whether it's the people in my regular life, Kate or Josh and their false realities from the past, whether it's you guys trying to impose on me how I should live my life and they should live their life, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's my life, right? This is my atmosphere right here. This right here is my atmosphere. Everything outside of that is doing what it wants to do. Katie, Josh, everybody, you. Everybody doing what they want to do. Amber Garnett, if you don't consider this work, I recommend getting on the camera and giving it a shot. And I don't mean just getting on camera and being nice. I mean saying the things I'm saying and watch what happens. Oh, you'll get plenty of attention, but get ready to be eaten alive. I've got guts and glory. But you know what I don't have enough of? God. I'm not humble enough. Don't make me humble by ruining my life. You can't anyway. Make me humble by leveling with me and realizing that I deserve what I'm asking for. And I'm not talking about just the hate. I'm talking about the gold, God, and glory, the guts that comes with this job. I deserve what I have right now. Nothing more, nothing less. But in the future, I will deserve more. And I can tell you that right now for a fact. And you're going to help me get it. Whether you want to or not, you are going to help me get it. So just help me get it. All right? Because I should be the one up there entertaining you in this way, or giving you real life, whatever you want, whatever it is that we figure out together. Because I don't think that me being completely real like this and raw is going to be the answer in the future. Maybe it is. Maybe what we're doing right here is the complete truth. But it's not the ultimate answer in the future. So as screaming memes continue to shout and be negative and give their no's, it's because all they've ever been given in life are no's. Guys, the people freaking out on me are the people who are just like me, who could be on this screen. They could be making a life for themselves. They could be going out and deciding that their reality is important enough to impose on others, that what they believe is important enough that other people should listen. But instead, they have bought into someone else's reality. And they bring it to your table. They're trying to, literally, I invite them into my home. They're in my home right now. Guys, I want you to envision this. The negativity coming out of this. Of course it's about me. It's my channel. You want my channel to be about you? Why don't you go make your own channel? Why would I make money talking about you? Why would I show you my life talking about you? That's not my life. That's your life. You're here to see my life. How am I supposed to show you my life if I'm too busy trying to kick you out of my house? Like, it's my property. I mean, I'm leasing it. Like, get the heck out. But I'm trying to treat this like a democracy, It feels wrong to just be, I invited people into my home. I'm doing my best to be as polite as possible. Oh, you think I'm being mean? I am being polite as possible to the people with malicious intent who are sitting in my house at my table, literally pooping on my floor and spitting in the food. Spitting on my plate in my own house when I invited them in, and maybe they didn't like what I had to say or whatever the problem was, but literally they're coming to my home. They don't know what they see. And they're literally destroying the place, or at least attempting to. And I have to, like an adult, I have to keep cleaning up after them. Just keep cleaning up after them and politely ask, right? They're that drunk guest who is just so rude because maybe their husband beats them. Maybe they have something else going on in their life. I don't know. And I don't judge for that. But what I judge for is the way they're behaving in my house. So I ask you politely to get your butt out my door, okay? And understand that once you walk out that door is locked. It's open, should you come back in, but you should consider it locked until you're ready to be an adult. I've made myself perfectly clear. And understand that everything you do forward just looks ill for you. It is pathetic and sad and unfortunate, and everyone around you is just waiting for me to kick you out. But I mean, who am I to judge? I make my home your home. And as many times as I've wanted to kick Josh out, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I want to very badly, and it is not just about the money. I wish it was just about the money, because if it was, I would just kick him out. I would just kick him out, and he knows it. And, people like you guys just taking advantage of me. Taking advantage of my kindness like everybody else does. Always taking advantage of my kindness. This is my house. My rules do apply. But the fact that I don't have rules, that I'm mature enough to be able to just have guidelines, you choose to continue to take advantage of that. And while oh yeah, I am talking a good game. But you know why it's so awesome? I'm telling the truth. Keyboard, I understand that you're making it about manipulating the weak. You're in my broadcast. This is my home. This is my home. Your healthy opinion is welcome. Nothing else. As you take advantage of my kindness, I realize I'm completely fine with you living in my house, even though you're not that great, because you just increase my income. Like Josh, you bring an extra paycheck. Keep bringing it in. I'm cool with that. Thank you. Josh isn't just a paycheck to me, and neither are you. But because you refuse to be anything more than a paycheck to me, how am I supposed to treat you like any more than a paycheck? I'm not going to get rid of you. That's just not how life works. It's not right to just throw somebody out because you don't like them. I don't like you at all. You are miserable and ungrateful and dastrously rude in my house. I have every right to be rude in my house. I don't really understand where that boundary is crossed where you think it's okay to come into my home. Of course, I'm not abusive or anything like that. You can say whatever you got to say, but it's my house. Who the F are you? It's my house. Actually, Spanky, I'm just giving him the most valuable thing he wants to buy from me. And that's honesty, respect, integrity, and love. I am a friend. He is currently purchasing my friendship. And I am slowly weaning him off his love of money to help him realize that I am his friend regardless of his money. And in a couple of months, probably by March, when my YouTube income is high enough for him to quit Walmart. He won't be quitting Walmart because he has to go bankrupt and he has his own stuff to figure out. But when I'm making enough money for him to be able to quit Walmart, and I still keep him here, and I teach him how to budget his own money and he just keeps his own money, he'll finally realize it's not just about the money. And I understand, like, I can't bridge that gap with him until we are in a financial position to not need his financial help. And I will finally get to a position where I can fire him, right? I don't need his money anymore. And I only request his friendship. And I think at that point is when he'll be ready to have a real friend. And for so many people out there who are just judging and judging, it is not Josh's deception that landed him in this house. It was his genuine curiosity for the possibility of friendship. He wanted to know what was happening behind the scenes. Now, he was sent here on malicious purposes. But deep down, guys, Josh is a good guy. He really just wanted a piece of the pie. He did not understand how I could just sit there and make money. I'm not just sitting there and make money. There's a lot of work that goes into this. Everything from psychology to the way that we're talking here to moving on. You know, it's not... It's an exchange. And you have to be willing to step outside of the box and do some things that are rather uncomfortable if you want a larger reward in life. That's the example I'm setting here. I'm not telling you to invite a stranger into your home that wants to commit homicide. Don't recommend that. Don't do it. That's a piece of the pie I did not have. I was overconfident about that, right? So maybe I'm being overconfident about allowing everyone in the broadcast to stay. And I need to stop asking other party members, right? Not you, but I'm saying in the party here. I need to stop asking other people who have come to my party whether or not I should kick a guest out of my house, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it's my house. Why am I making it a majority vote in my home? YouTube as a whole is a democracy. They decide what's popular and unpopular. But the popularity is where the democracy ends. And we are democratized in a sense where we have 74 fans in here right now. Hi, everyone. I'm Jimmy Soroka. Welcome to Feet Piece. I appreciate you being here. We are a positive community. And we are not the most positive community, but maybe one day we will be. And thank you for the $17 in Super Chat, the 5 likes, and everyone who has something nice to say, and those of you who sit silent thinking good things. Because that's what we all deserve at the end of the day, and the beginning of the day, and the middle of the day, and even when you're asleep. Okay, you like that one? That was fun. All right, so this is good stuff. Oh my gosh, I am white as a ghost. Look at me. I'm good though.
You want some water?
Would you mind?
No.
Thank you. Oh yeah, hot too.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, this is so good. So then comes the next decision. Who do I actually kick out of the party for just being rude? I'm too as far as your family, they were super manipulative. And so wouldn't you agree it was appropriate?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Josh, still well, quite honestly, yes, it is inappropriate having him here, which is part of why I'm online. But I don't want him to fall, right?
Yeah.
He is a good guy. I just don't think he's ever going to come to understand the way that we do what we do. You know, like with an honest heart. He has an honest heart, but he has an honest heart that he doesn't understand, so he doesn't understand ours.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not his fault or his problem. But the current problem is that we're leeching off of him, and he's leeching off of us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not getting rid of him. We need to help him move into a better position in life. That doesn't happen until we are financially capable of guiding him in that direction.
Yeah.
Not with our money, but with our mentorship. And I do mean our mentorship, Kate, because you've seen the emotional support you can provide. And although he likes to pretend he doesn't like that, I know he loves when you say something nice. It reminds him of his mom at home, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Except without the controlling factor or the psycho factor. So, with that said, I mean, you are 1/3 of this household.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh doesn't want anything to do with the social media side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to have an opinion on who comes in the house?
Like this physical house or like
or that house?
digital house?
This is where the conversation comes to. Are you and I going to be together, or do we work to become apart from this point? And not apart in life completely, but that you and I do not end up together as a couple. I personally want to work away from it.
I do.
Not because I don't love you. I'm glad you do. It's not a matter of lack of health. It's just we have differences in what we want out of life.
Yeah.
We have the same kind of ambitions, but they go in totally different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, they're adjacent.
Yeah.
They're both art, media. So we can work together.
Yeah.
But we don't have to sleep together.
Yeah.
Well, we could still do that. I could still do that, but I know that's not in your code. So, doesn't need to happen. So, you are a part of this channel because you're doing the art.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to help decide who belongs in the house? Or do you just want to be like the waitress? Or like the woman making sure that the DDs are showing up and the drive and making sure that the bottles are cleaned up? What do you want to do? Do you want to be the person letting me know, hey, this person needs to go? Or do you want to be the person escorting people out? Or do you want to be the silent in the background? And then you just kind of let me know afterwards. Like what you saw in the places that I wasn't looking at. Because there's going to be times when I'm talking. Or times when I'm over here and I can't look at every comment.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm the kind of person that, like, the first negative comment I see, I'm just like...
You want to get rid of it?
Not always, but for the most part, if I see one negative comment that is, like, for sure I know that's a hater comment, not just someone maybe giving their opinion, I'm like, I don't even...
Okay, so you knowing my intelligence, am I capable of knowing, literally for the first comment, who's BSing?
I would say 99% of the time.
Okay, so if I have seen someone at least once before, do you think I know whether or not they're BSing?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to scroll back through every single comment from the beginning of this video. And I am going to block every person that truly does not belong here. I will not be blocking anyone who is a first time in this broadcast. And I can tell you for a fact that I'm not blocking a single person that is not a first in this broadcast. Chad Callahan goes, message retracted. Love it. All right, so we officially want to be in the party. We're going to find out who wants to be in the party from this point forward. How about that? How about that? Sandra, calm down. I changed my mind that quickly. Not because I'm bipolar, but because I got smart in that moment. There's some people who need to earn my respect yet because they think I'm being a wuss. And there's other people who genuinely do not care how I treat them. They will continue to be abusive. So from this point forward, if I've seen the name before, they're gone. Yes, read and interact, please. Says City Slicker. How are you? Tiny Peen, calm down. Tiny Peen, you don't have to go. I already know that other people find you entertaining. All right? I do know how to chill out, believe it or not. I've learned off screen. But I have to get there on screen. Because we're talking about me kicking out a lot of negative people, right? Facing a lot of people at once. And keeping them here like that is just not healthy. You know, there's just certain times when it's like, I mean, call me middle class. I'm not a degenerate. I'm not cool with having people in my house that are just talking trash constantly and are negative and racist and all this other stuff. Those kind of people don't belong on my broadcast. So as I start to see that kind of stuff, that's the kind of stuff that'll go first. The second is the people who just, no matter how much I control my broadcast, no matter how much I take control of my household, that they still give me crap, acting like it's theirs, then, you know, those are the people that I respectfully ask to leave. And if it continues, then unfortunately I will have to ultimately block you. But then for those of you, even if you don't like me, that's fine. Like, I throw some really good parties, and you already know that. There's 72 of you in here. You know I can throw a party, even if it's a crazy party. I don't care. I don't care what you call it. If you're in here and enjoying yourself, whether you like me or not, I'm glad you're here, including Jeremy Smith. Just keep it kosher. All right? Chill rules from now on. But don't be a loser. Just don't be a loser. Christine Fraser says, do they get paid by comment or view? I don't understand how that part works. It's usually per view or like, I think it's per minute. What is it, Kate? How does it work? I don't even know how it works.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know, but like, guys, that's another thing you got to understand beyond here is my brain is so focused here that I literally will remove my excess memory. Oh my God. They're going to think I'm so crazy. Guys, I'm actually telling the truth. Please don't lock me away. I do pretty well with my mind, okay? I take a part of my mind and I put it away. I put it somewhere that is unnecessary. All right? If you want to be in my party, accept my craziness. Just let me be myself, okay? Just let me be myself. If you want to be here, just chill out and let me be here. Jimmy is highly entertaining. Thank you, Shmurda. Every comment is of you, Christine. Thank you, Pistol Vixen. I did not actually know that. Well, you're just everything, says Sandra. Sandra, I bet you are everything too. I don't take it as an insult. So when someone has several thousand views on a live stream, it's not that many people. It is that many comments. That's not true.
I don't think that's true.
Vixen, get the F out of here. Come to my broadcast. See, do you kick somebody out like that? No, you don't, because she might not actually know. Do you see how I just reacted? But what would I have done in the past? I would have just straight up blocked her. Vixen, I apologize for my reaction. I'm sorry, it was inappropriate. I'm letting you know that the views are not based on the amount of comments at all. It is per view.
We would have a much higher view rate if it was.
And Pixel Vixen is very jealous of our views, so she lied again. So you can kindly leave my home. Thank you very much. Sandra, you can also leave because you are that girl in the corner gossiping about me at my own party. It's one thing not to like me. It's another thing to talk about me in my own house. Amber says, I battled agoraphobia and extreme PTSD. I get not trusting people, but I see a scared kid on screen. I hope you'll find a way to happiness, peace. And that's what they want to do. They just want to keep running and running. Amber, I understand I can relate to the agoraphobia and the PTSD. As far as myself, I have figured out ways to work through it. I found ways to work through my issues. But everybody's individual. Everybody finds their own way. So life's a process. We all find our own solutions. And I've found that public therapy is not bad. It works pretty well for me because people will throw stuff right in my face. And for me, that's actually a blessing because I'm the kind of guy that I get so caught up in myself and I become unaware of my surroundings. And it really is because it's not getting lost in my head. It's just fantasies, right? It's like just dreams that I have about where I want my life to go. And when I do that, I forget about where my life is right now. And it's not a healthy way to be. Jeremy passes the doobie in the chat. Love it, Jeremy. See what I mean? There's people who want to be here. They don't have to be like me. Guys, you don't have to be just like me to be here. And I'm very sorry that that is how I was before. I know I was like that. I see that now. I'm still kind of like that. But guys, I don't want to be. I know I'm a jerk. I throw a good party and I'm a jerk. I want to be less of a jerk. But I don't think that's going to happen by bowing to you because it's my party. Doesn't mean you have to bow to me. But you get the point. And even if Jeremy's in the chat passing the doobie back to himself, that's fine. We got 76 people, 77 people in here who obviously are somewhat entertained and are enjoying being a part of the chat. See you soon. Welcome on, Snarf. How are you? Long time no see. Jimmy won me over. Best channel on YouTube. Schmurdatube, I appreciate that. I don't know if we're the best channel on YouTube, but we are a channel on YouTube, and that's good enough for me for right now. We're surviving. For the first time in my life, we are learning to survive. No more actual drama needed. Just drama on screen. Didn't even read it. She's screaming outside my door. I was just like, girl, shades down. Bye-bye. Schmurda needs to get out more. Marcus Thompson, you need to get back in somehow. Good luck figuring that out. Trying to win that popularity bias in my own house. Well, if it's popular to not be in my party, then why are you at my party? So it's popular for you to talk crap on me at my own party that you paid to get into with your time, which translates over to clicks and views and ad rev. You paid to be in this party just so you could complain about it. You're weird. Go back to Walmart. Yo, Jimmy, feet peace forever. Thank you, Bob Newell. How are you? And I say Walmart because people always complain at Walmart. I don't know why. But every time I've gone to Walmart, all you hear is people complaining about how they don't like what they're buying. And I'm just like, then why are you here? They're like, this shirt has something wrong with it. I'm like, why is it in your hands? I'll take. You want to buy it for me? You already bought it. They're like walking out. You know what I mean? You ever see people like that? They're like walking out to their car and they got issues. And I'm like, hey, if you don't want it, I'll find a use for it. You know? They definitely dress funny. That is a fact. Can I make fun of people? No, that's awful. It's awful. I can't be doing that. Jeremy, I want to. Okay? I want to. Whether that's wrong or right, I want to make fun of people that go to Walmart. But I cannot even afford Walmart right now. So I have no right to make fun of people that go to Walmart. And there are some people that you don't even acknowledge. You're just like, bro, out the door. Bye-bye. So should we get some music in here? Or what are we going to do? Kate? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Are you got an artwork done yet? Any artwork?
Well, I think I got the drawing done for this video, but I can't download the thumbnail that you put up because you're live right now. And I used to be able to, but I can't right now.
You have to go into the desktop. You're in the desktop. Still won't work.
Won't work.
Okay, it's like premiered or something. I don't even know what that means.
That's weird. Anyway.
Yeah, Snarf was telling me about that.
So I have it drawn up. All I have to do is
after
the video. It'll be done in 5 minutes.
Thank you. Asterisk says this party is BYOF. Bring your own feelings. Love it. Bob Noel says music, please. I cannot put music on. I do have a music guy, but we have to talk. I had another music guy in the past, but he was nutso, so we moved on from that. But we got a new music guy, and he's a cool dude, and he's a pizza guy. In layman's terms, he's a pizza guy. So we'll see about that music. I gotta work in that direction. So much to figure out. None of it's my responsibility. So taxing. I have so much sleep to catch up on, guys. That's literally all I've been doing, is this and sleeping. It's been fantastic. For the first time in my life, I'm doing some self-care. I'm actually healing my past issues. It's just, of course I can't prove that. I can't prove that, guys. I can't prove it. I don't know for sure yet. What I can say, I've never slept like this in my entire life. for a fact. I have never just, and we've been getting decent sleep, but I'm not tired. I'm peaceful. The middle of the day. Yeah? Middle of the day. I just peacefully, just like, you ever see someone like float from a cloud to the ground? That was just me from the couch to the floor. I'm just like, time for a nap. That was wonderful. I'm glad you're so happy. This is good. This is very good. We have a Walmart greeter in Ohio who dresses just like Elvis. I think that should become like policy. Greeters must dress like famous people. How funny would that be? If you walk in, you have a Cameron Diaz lookalike greeting you at Walmart. Oh my gosh, that's a marketing idea. They wouldn't pay that much. People would be stalking the greeter. My favorite song is The Vacations. Me too, Bob Noel. Me too. And out of spite, I'm not going to buy rights to that song. Literally just to let go of my past. I'm not even going to worry about it. I always told myself, I'm like, when I get my FU money, I'm gonna buy the rights to that song to use in a video, or use as I'm not going to, because I want to let go of my past. I don't want to conquer my past. I want to let go of it and move on. I don't need that song anymore because it doesn't describe my life. My life is most definitely not a vacation, and I'm done pretending like it is. It wasn't back then either, but I wanted to fool everyone, right? I wanted everyone to think I had the life, but it was torture. It was not fun. I think most people know that it was not fun. It was not nearly as fun as it looked. Oh, sure, I saw a lot of cool places. Well, I was delusional and starving most of the time, scared, and just blowing money left and right, and I don't even know where it went. So, no more vacations for me. Daddy Longneck, welcome on. How are you? You have to buy rights to play music on YouTube. Gracie, I have no idea. I'm just throwing it out there. I genuinely have no idea. Amber says, maybe you can find work from home job. I am a psych and I do a lot from home on Skype with my elderly. That's great, Amber. This is my job. We're making a decent amount of money per video. So thank you. By next month, we should have a legitimate income. It's not going to be like, a full 9 to 5 getting paid $14, $15 an hour, but it should be a good $9 to $10 an hour after YouTube takes their cut in taxes and taxes. YouTube takes their cut and taxes. So if all goes well, right, before Super Chat. And I'm on all the time and don't have another breakdown, because I don't think I'm going to have another breakdown, but you always let room for that 1%, because I don't think I'm ill. I think I've just been very weak and I've chosen to run away from my problems. And then I have these anxiety attacks and whatever. But now I'm learning to grow confidence and courage. And it is replacing the need for all of those emotional supports, those emotional comforts that I needed for so long. So it doesn't mean that everyone's going to get a solution like that. That's just how my life has gone. And also, people coming into my home and inviting people to other parties is another rude thing. You don't come into my house and be like, hey, leave this guy's house. Like, who? Like, it's rude. Who the heck are you? And because what happens then, it's also protecting my party goers. It's protecting the people who came to my party. Because if you leave my party, when you come back in, you got to pay again. You watch an ad, you got to pay again. I don't want you to have to pay again and find out that the party you go to sucks. That you left my party just to have to pay to get back into mine. It's better that you stay here and you don't have to find out the hard way. Jim G goes, why do you feel you have to use him? Who are you talking to, Kate? Kate, why do you feel you have to use me? I'm flipping a question. Why do you feel you have to use me? Katie, yeah. Look at me. Not an insult. Not an insult. Something I'm 100% cool with. Why do you feel you have to use me? You don't have to answer. Katie, you don't have to answer to them or me. Yeah. but you can answer for fun. It'll make us money. But that's on you. If it's not something you feel you want to do, don't do it. That's how life works. Saying no, Caitlin, look at me. Zero pressure, quite literally. But you have to make it zero pressure. Mm-hmm. You can't make it just because I said something, you feel like you have to say something. That's not how life works. I may have prompted something. Yes. She said no. While you think I'm not fighting for her equality, kind of missing the point here. Maybe I just wasn't fighting hard enough. Sure as hell I am now, though. Now we got silence in the chat. 78 people dead silent. Welcome to Feet Piece. It's 78 real people. I know that. Because when you premiere the video, people can't add fake likes and dislikes. Or views. I don't know how to premiere a video on purpose. That's the truth. But it's premiered. And I'm also told that fake stuff can't happen when it's premiered, which is good. Do you feel empathy for Josh, or do you, on the other hand, feel like he owes you everything he gives you for coming under false pretenses? Here is the tricky part of putting someone in a debt. If you put someone in a debt, so like if I were to say that Josh owes me, do I feel like he owes me? Quite honestly, absolutely yes. Reason being that it wasn't just coming on false pretenses. It's that he put himself 70 grand. He was 16 grand in debt when we met. And so 60 whatever of that debt. What did I say? 16? 63, 64, 54, whatever. Like I said, I'm focused here right now. Most of his debt had to do with him knowing me. Now, there were other people who he gave money to, and other people nefarious, not from social media, that he gave his money to that he shouldn't have. That's not for, well, I could discuss whatever I want because he signed that. But, of course, I feel like he owes me. Absolutely. But I made it very clear to him that his ownership of that part of it is just as much mine as it is his. And here's what I mean. I didn't know he was lying to me, but, oh, my savage hiding. How do I say this? Like, I didn't know he was lying to me, but I mean, come on. But I was that delusional and scared, right? When you're in a really bad place, you believe what you want to believe. And I think if I used half of my brain, I probably could have figured out he was lying to my face about everything. And I didn't. You know, I just didn't know that that's what he was up to. And I think it had more so to do with me not wanting to know what he was up to, as opposed to not knowing what he was up to. So, does he owe me? The sucky part is, I guess not. I guess not. Balthazar says, hope you're not in the East Coast and talking about organic food because it's trash out there. It's hard to find organic food. I can tell you that. Well, come on, Snarf. What was he lying about? His money? Oh, there's a million and one things. But it's not, like I said, that part doesn't necessarily need to be discussed. It's just that when it came down to it, no, Balthazar, you're good. We don't plan on staying East Coast too long, if we can help it. Nice channel. Well, thank you for being here. We appreciate your company, Pikachu with a sword.
Aww.
Uh-huh. You want to say?
Yeah.
Come over, say. Pikachu with a sword.
Aww. Pika Pika.
You're adorable.
Okay, I didn't really like the Pokemon movie, but Ryan...
See, it hurts because of course I want a relationship with Caitlin. Guys, maturity means that you do best for others, not just what you want. You guys are awesome. So are you. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry. Continue.
No,
I interrupt.
Okay.
That's what I do.
No, that's okay.
It's not okay.
I didn't really like the Pokemon movie because, like, it wasn't great, but at the same time, Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu was, like, you know...
I loved the Ryan Reynolds Pikachu. He made the movie.
I agree.
Likes up, please, goes Balthazar. Chill with us, Balthazar. It's all good. Plenty of people already like the video. They don't have to click the button for me to know that. Katie, can you pop this some more water?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so as far as Josh, I don't know. It doesn't matter, though. Doesn't matter. Thank you. Because here's the thing. Most of the lies that I said throughout my career had much more to do with me not knowing better than actually trying to hurt anybody or anything like that. And then after that, it turned into fear. Guys, there's a difference between something being your fault and something being your responsibility. It is not my fault that I am arrogant, ignorant, and immature. It's not. My parents should have raised me, right? I should have been raised. Guys, it is some sign. It's not like you don't just get a bad seed. I refuse to believe that people are born with an illness or born with a problem that has to do with social stuff, right? You have mental illness, but I refuse to believe that people are born with an illness, like born with an illness that creates an inability to be good. Listen very closely to what I'm saying. Listen very closely to my words, not to what you want to hear. I find it very difficult to believe that someone could be born with an inability to be good in their way. Not just what someone else says they can be good at, but their way. Okay? And by good, I mean productive to society. I don't care who you are, if you're Charles Manson, Jimmy Soroka, or Josh Cluck. I believe that everybody has an ability to choose what they do with who they are and who they are not. And that's my prerogative to believe. And that's a belief. It may or may not be a fact. I don't know. But it is my belief. Happy New Year's to all and Kate, says Marilyn Baez. Happy New Year.
Oh, should I put that thing up on Snapchat?
What?
You know what I drew the other day?
I'm tuned in.
That's fine.
Babe, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Does Kate's parents like her situation? Define like. Hope your 2020 is better than 2019, says City Slicker. Thank you very much. I hope so too. Actually, I don't. I don't hope it's better. I hope that we get the exact same opportunities we got and we capitalize on them instead of waste them, because we had plenty of awesome opportunities this year. So I hope that our year is exactly the same, that we act differently. We had a fantastic year, best year of my life. But I would like to have enjoyed it more. So hopefully next year we are blessed with just as many, if not more, opportunities. Firefly says, so then you have the ability to change who you are from how your parents brought you up. I agree. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. My foster family raised me to be secretive and manipulative and to never talk about feelings and not to be articulate, to just do what you have to do. And there's nothing wrong with that when you're good. But I was raised in a house of gossip. But I was also raised in a house of love. Okay? That's where I get my love from. I never wanted to admit that, but I did get my love from my family. I love very deeply. With that said, love gets negated with gossip. You know, and I am still a product of gossip. I'm doing it right now, right? I'm doing it right now in this moment. I have to stop talking about people and start talking about the ideas. But I have to get more educated on those ideas, you know, because it's where I'm at. It's where I'm at. I'm no better than them right now. And now I see that. So thank you for that comment, actually. Thank you. Do you plan on visiting family on both sides? I don't really know what you're talking about, City Slicker. Come on now. We don't plan on engaging with anybody who are acting like crazed hater fans. When mature adults are ready to enter the room without psychotic behavior or fear of psychotic behavior, realizing we're just completely normal individuals with abilities that they can't relate to. It's amazing how people who cannot relate to you literally just think you're nuts. No, we are just very particular kind of individuals. We're very unique. That's it. All right? We're completely normal. We're just maybe cut from a different cloth. I don't know. But whatever the case, we're not that special. And if anything, Katie's more special than I am. Because she has the ability to shut her mouth. I find that special. Happy New Year's from Jim and Kate. That is adorable. Absolutely. Guys, Snapchat is Jim_Soroka. I will absolutely add you back. It is where I talk to people individually. And Katie is currently putting up a New Year's card, Happy New Year card, up on the channel. So, hey everyone. Or up on Snapchat. We are all special, definitely. All right, well, Snarf decided to talk to this Cray Cray person, so I unblocked Cray Cray. Snarf, do it this way. While you were gone, we kind of made, not rules about the house, but guidelines if people are just being just not great. I mean, there's like, I can't just keep letting people step on me and be in my house and act this way. You know, like there has to be some semblance of like respect. Just think about it I'm not... You know, my house isn't a brothel. You can't just come in and do whatever you want and, like, expect someone to, like, get on their back for you. Like, this is my house. I'm not somebody's... It's your show. That's right. It is my show. But I also trust your wisdom. So when you see something that should stay, do me the favor and comment at them and try to get to them before I do. Do me that favor. See if you can distract them because you're a great house guest and you know how to keep people entertained. Even when I don't. I should be paying you. But. So, to the 76 people in here, if you are brand new, my name is Jimmy Soroka, and this is Feet Piece. Are we the most positive community throughout social media? I'm no savage. I am a savage. Let's have more Reese's. I don't think we are the most positive community throughout social media. Because too much positivity is just blind optimism. And that's boring. I'm tired of being boring. I'm tired of being bored. How could you be positive? I think I'm O positive. What blood type are you? Do you know? Or no?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know what type I am.
Oh, I was just curious. You're Jimmy Sobroka, says Jack Jackian. I am Jimmy Sobroka. Bending over for the public. Paying my dues to get my due. Sometimes you learn you'll do whatever it takes if you want success. So here I am. Do your worst. Katie, do I abuse you? Is that even a question?
It's not a question.
It's weird. People are weird. The only abusing we do is in a bedroom. I wish I was kidding. I don't wish I was kidding. Do you wish I was kidding? You know what's awesome? How embarrassed you're not. She's wonderful. Anyway. Wasn't trying to be rude, just wondering about family, didn't know backstory on negative things that happened. Well, it's assumption that negative things happened. City Slicker, it is learning from past mistakes, and when manipulation comes from her side, manipulation comes from my side, we can avoid the potential negative things by staying away from those negative people, right? So... You are being rebroadcast by some elderly woman. Dude, can I tell them about our audience makeup?
Sure.
My audience is 75% Gen X women. Yeah, like I can prove. If you need me to put that on Snapchat, if Kate gives me permission, I will. I'm Katie.
It's true.
That is 75% of my entire audience. 90%. What is it? 92%, or like 98%. It's a super high.
I don't remember the exact number.
Super high number of my live audience. Gen X women. Women between the ages of what and what? You told me?
35 and 44.
My audience is like 90% women of women between the ages of 35 and 44. Just I don't know. I found that curious. I thought that was the weirdest thing in the world, because it used to be 75% men. It used to be 75% middle-aged men that were usually homosexual. I don't know what shifted. Maybe it was just the introduction of Kate. Maybe they got uninterested because you showed up. That could be it. And now we got angry middle-aged women who are jealous that you're in bed with me. That could be it. I could definitely see that being the reason here. Or they see a man. See, look at me going to the negative. Here's a better one. They see the man that they wish their husband was, and they want to help him get forward and become the man that's going to be good to a good woman. But it doesn't happen with the negativity or the silence. Or maybe it does happen with the silent, right? Because what do mature, respectful Gen X women do who are in a traditional setting? What do most of them do in that traditional setting? Right? They are, I'm not saying this is the way to be. I'm saying that demographic are usually quiet, obedient women. And they respect the fact that as a man, I'm making an effort to move my life forward. And I love the fact that you're all here. So thank you for being here. And that explains why the 10 of the angry old ladies are screaming, while the respectful young women who are enjoying the entertainment are up in the background watching my life unravel in a very positive way as you move towards a better life as well. Maybe they're seeing that I'm doing for you what their husbands didn't help them do. That one makes a lot more sense and is a lot more positive. So I'm done focusing on the negative. Beautiful. That felt nice. You know, to acknowledge someone instead of expose them. Start acknowledging the good people instead of exposing the bad ones. Soroka's learning. Thank you to the 109 people here in the broadcast. However many of you are feet piecers. If you put a hashtag feet piece or a hashtag, what's the other one in Nightbot? I think it's hashtag social.
Oh, yes.
Hashtag social or a hashtag feet piece will bring up something interesting from Nightbot in the comments. I just don't remember what it is. Let me catch up here on the positive comments. Older women think they can fix people that don't need to be fixed, Jim. STL, come on. Not always. Not always. I get it, though. I get it. Jimmy, some guy. Good, good. Thank you for the rebroadcast. You are basically Gen X, though. Wouldn't you agree? Courage. That is fantastic. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Caitlin, your art is a gift to the world. I don't think it was something I did that made you unlock your skills for me, that made you willing to help me. It's just me putting in the work, isn't it? I put in the work. She wants to do what I do. Josh wants to do as I do. Josh gets tired and lazy when I get tired and lazy. So does Kate. So I guess I am the leader here. Okay. I take responsibility for that. Even though it's not my fault, I will take responsibility for it. And I will be a good leader. I'll do my best to be a good leader. And I will continue to get better at it. You are basically Gen X, though, wouldn't you agree? Ironically, yeah. Ironically, I would. Because I was raised by Gen X, wasn't I? For the most part, I was kind of raised by No. I'm sorry. I was raised by. I'm a little bit of a mix between a Gen Xer and a millennial, but I'm not. What am I? A millennial? By like age.
I think you're a millennial.
Yeah, I'm somewhere between a Gen Xer and a millennial because I was raised by both pretty much. So, that's interesting. I wonder what that means. I don't know.
I mean, I think all millennials are raised by Gen Xers for the most part, but I think.
Well, no, I'm saying I had my foster parents were baby boomers.
Yeah.
And then once they were getting a little older, then the Gen Xers took over in my life.
Yeah.
So essentially, my childhood is
I think
Gen X, and my adulthood, the furthering from adolescence into adulthood was millennial.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because you were raised by boomers in the beginning of your life, you got
The traditional
Gen Xers got, but then when you got older. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I still don't know what that means. It's just that's what I have. I haven't even had the chance to hash through that yet. Veronica says, I think Gen X women are worried for Kate like a mother would be. Veronica, to assume that all mothers have worry is to assume that all mothers don't have the ability to have faith, which is just very intolerant of you. So the fact is that her mother may not have faith, or many mothers watching may not have faith. But my guess is that a small portion of the women watching are actually worried for Kate, and the other portion are very proud of her for stepping out and making the life that they didn't make because they're probably tied down right now. And they want to watch her life unfurl. They're not just watching for me. They're excited to see her get her dreams through a man who actually keeps his promises and through herself. Mm-hmm. All I'm doing is leading the way. Your skills are what's keeping you in tune with what's going on. Guys, don't be fooled. I am not dragging her along. Not anymore. I will admit that I was. But she's starting to step up right now. And I give her that credit. And if you wonder what that credit looks like, go look at the thumbnails and then go look at the amount of views we're getting and what our ad rev is turning into, because Caitlin has multiplied the income on YouTube. Caitlin has done that because she's been watching the analytics and paying attention to how things work. And that's something that I understand. But this is so taxing that I really didn't have the emotional capacity to maintain the mental capacity for the analytics and to do live. It's so difficult. People have no idea how hard this job is. No idea. Because you are literally dealing with thousands of people per day. But like you're dealing with them. Imagine if you went to Walmart and every customer that came through the line, if you're like a clerk, and every person that came through the line screamed in your face or was telling you about their problems, I'm like a hyper therapist. I'm like a speed date therapist. It's interesting. Or I'm just a party host and I talk to everybody. I'm hypersocial. What will you do when Josh stops being the family provider? Take over as the family provider. That's the plan. I'll be the one giving him an option if he wants to work for me or not when we get to that point. And that's not going to take long. Like I said, we should be able to pay his bills by March. Not his debts. He's going to have to go bankrupt, but we should be able to pay his debts by March. Or pay his bills. So, because he's not an expensive guy. So he'll be the one that gets to sit on the couch. And I'll probably pay him to watch my videos and try and decide what's better and what's worse. He's going to be like my personal critic for my videos, is more than likely what he's going to do. I'm going to pay him to sit and watch my videos and try and tell me what's good and what's not, what he likes to watch and what he doesn't, because who's my number one fan? Josh Cook, right? Caitlin's my PIC, my partner in crime. But Josh is my number one fan. why not grow where we're planted, right? I have my number one fan living in my house. My job right now needs to be to make enough money to get him fired from Walmart by his choice. And then he can sit on the couch and make money watching my videos and telling me what looks good and what doesn't, because he is the demographic I want to serve. He's the one person I was truly able to help. So guess what? That's why I want to attract to my platform, is the people who I've gained success with. I love all of you, of course, but the demographic I want to target specifically are going to be displaced adults, displaced male adults who really want a future. And when they see Josh and they see me and Kate, they'll see that they don't have to settle for Yeezys. They don't have to settle for being a consumer for the rest of their life and letting everyone else turn their brain to mush. That, you know, they own their own life. He will get paid to be a consumer instead of paying to be a consumer. Oh my gosh, that's awful. True story. Thank you, Snarf. Yeezys aren't for me. Maybe one day. City Slicker says, I'm not worried for Kate at all. If she didn't want to be there, she wouldn't be. I appreciate that, City Slicker, and Kate really appreciated that too. Now, I don't want to put words in his mouth. That's all that he said. That's another thing that I do. I put words in people's mouths. City Slicker didn't say anything other than that. That's what he said. I was going to add to that and be like, he also meant this. People talked for me growing up. Other people are talking for me. I want to break that cycle, get rid of people who are talking for me. What do? Stop talking, for other people. Let them know I'm talking for me. But that doesn't mean everything I say is an opinion. AE says, you were raised by a baby boomer, you are a millennial. I was raised to a degree by baby boomers. And then my pop passed away when I was 18, and he didn't really raise me much. He was around when I was a little kid, but as I came into adolescence and stuff, he was getting more elderly. And then my foster mom was there, but I mean, she didn't do a lot of raising. You know, she was there, right? She was there for me, and I'm grateful for that. It's still a role, but she definitely didn't, like, I would talk to her and she would listen, but she never really gave advice or anything. She was always just very worried. But there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's my mom. I love my mom. She's fantastic. She's the woman that holds the glue of the whole family together. You know, she's the one that's kept everyone at bay from cutting my throat. She's the reason why my own family actually will acknowledge my existence at all. So yeah, I am quite grateful to her. And regardless of our differences or the fights that we've had in the past, at the end of the day, that woman is a saint. And no one will ever even know how much of a saint she is, because I'm too busy talking trash. And that's why I'm making an effort to get better and realizing that I don't have anything to complain about. So I'm learning to not complain as much, not just not complain for a day, and then it builds up, and then I complain again later. So a little bit less every day. It's not all at once. It's not how life works. But yeah, then my brothers and sisters raised me when I got a little older, which they are Gen Xers. Oh, wait. You were raised by a baby boomer. You are a millennial. Okay. I don't have an argument. You are making money according to Social Blade. What does Social Blade say? I'm excited to hear what Social Blade says. That's welcome in my house. Someone coming on the mic while the DJ's playing and go, Jim just made 10 grand from his party. I like that. I'm a dork. And people actually like them a dork. I used to be embarrassed about it. But literally, we have 138 people in here, and look at my hair. I look like a complete weirdo, and everyone is here. They love me because I love them, and they know that I do. You know? Mm-hmm. I'll make even more friends when I do look half decent. But for right now, I'm perfectly happy being appreciated for the unique human being that I am right now. I'll learn how to blend in later. There's time for that. We got plenty of time for that because the life isn't a tragedy anymore. The show is now a drama. And the drama is a comedy. It's not a tragedy anymore. People are just used to seeing tragedies on show, you know? It's more addictive. But I'm not here to be addictive. I may be addictive, but I'm not here to be addictive. Whoa. Whoa, we are popular here. Guys, if you're brand new to the broadcast, my name is Jimmy. Kate is in the background there, and this is Feet Piece. I'm my nickname. We're a positive community. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Gen X is not old enough yet to raise a 25-year-old. I don't get it. But they did. What? Well, I guess they didn't, did they? They brought me around. Wait, aren't your parents Gen X? Your parents, Kate's parents are Gen X. Oh, but she said to raise a 25-year-old. Well, I was raised by Gen Xers because my brothers and sisters are around that age. My brothers and sisters are like just upon the cusp of that Gen X generation. All right. Guys, we do need to quiet the noise a little bit. All right. I appreciate that so many of you are here, but maturity is a requirement in this house. It's not a request. Oh, Christine, absolutely. I have done that. Christine goes, can you recognize there have been times that you speak for Kate and Josh, even when they are telling a story, you interrupt and take over the conversation? Yes. Yes, absolutely. And eternal sorrow is not even enough. It's just like, I just have to get better. So, guys, you have to learn that the best way to pay for your mistakes is by not making them in the future and doing your best to make up for them with your actions and not just your words or like some sort of punishment. Trust me when I say the feeling that I experience from knowing how controlling I've been, that's punishment enough. And that's not for you to decide whether it's not punishment enough. It's inside my brain, a thing that you don't control. So you don't decide what I experience as punishment and what I don't. City Slicker goes, did Kate get any feet piece gifts for Christmas, like a pedicure or massage? Well, City Slicker, because I've been so irresponsible up until now, no, she didn't. That's the truth. Caitlin got nothing for Christmas. So the only presents she got were from a bunch of patsies and Trojan horses. And that's my fault. Because if I had just manned up and been there for her the way that I should have been, regardless of a relationship, then we wouldn't have had crazy psychos at the door. And she would have been able to just be away enjoying like a massage or something as a business gift, right? As like a gift from her boss, if I had just appropriated our relationships when I should have. But I just had to do what I was doing. So here we are. Next year, or 3 months from now, you know, maybe it'll be the gift for as we move on to our better life. Italian Eddie, welcome on. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Has Josh killed Jimmy yet? Jimmy said Josh wanted to. Nothing like nothing destroys a friendship like a homicide. Good for viewership, though. Guys, I'm not crazy. I just really know how to handle myself, okay? And the people around me. And there's a difference between controlling them and handling them. Guys, most definitely, when Josh came here with the intentions of very, very bad things, there was definitely some manipulation that went on. There was definitely some self-defense because I wasn't prepared for a man twice my size to come into my home and then admit to me with, you know, a look of malice on his face that, you know, he had some different thoughts going through his head when he showed up. A little defensive, absolutely. But you have to realize that when you are put in a situation of absolute fear, sometimes you have to manipulate to get your way out of it. Because if you don't, you will literally die. So you can judge me for protecting myself, or you can understand that I had no idea that the dude literally wanted to come here and like ruin my life and ruin everything. And so I definitely lied to him, but I didn't make lies. I just didn't tell the full truth, right? I let him know in on certain parts of our life, and I didn't tell him about certain parts of others. Because if I did, he'd get jealous. And then, I don't know, and I don't want to know. But we've worked through that to the point where it doesn't need to be talked about anymore. So, we're all moving on. I brought on the situation, and I'll tell you what, I'm grateful that it happened, honestly, because we hit that point. That's when it finally registered in my head. I'm like, all right, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe something needs to be done here. Maybe I need to change. Who would have thought? So, it was definitely enough for me to kick on that light bulb. Social Blade shows live stats and earnings. Cool. Can you explain a bit more about Josh and his intentions? Just curious, he wants to kill you. No, City Slicker. I will not go further into detail because I need to learn to stop gossiping. Because gossiping doesn't always mean you're lying. It's just talking about people when it's, even if it's your place. It is completely my place to talk about things that have been done to me. I can either make them my content or I can put it in my past. I would rather it stay in my past from this point forward. Welcome to VPs. How's that art coming?
Good.
Let me see how I smell. Oh, shower time. All it takes is a couple hours because I don't use deodorant because it has all these chemicals in them and affects my mood. If your parents were, man, AE is not letting this one go. If your parents were born 1965 to 1980, then yes, they are Gen X. Okay. Bob Jones, did you literally copy paste that? Because I feel like I saw that exact text from you 2 nights ago. Yo, people are dedicated. We got some dedicated fans out there. I'm glad you love my party this much. And I do appreciate your company. How's it coming there, Katie?
Good.
Can I see?
Oh, yeah.
I love her art. Because it goes on my channel. My aunt has a lot of allergies. She uses deodorant that's free from everything. You should let me know what it is. Because we have a deodorant problem in this household. All 3 of us. I can't wait to get the first YouTube payout. Buy some clothes, get some food. It's worth it. I have to stop running. The money and the people are literally right here. I'm complaining we don't have family. Boom. I'm complaining we don't have money. Boom. I'm complaining we don't have a future. Boom. Solutions been in my hands. I created the solution, and then I'm putting it on the side and then complaining about my life. No, here I am. Give it 3 months, we'll have the life we want. And we'll be in a position to actually pay off the debts. That'd be good. And whatever you guys want us to do from there, we can talk about it. And then we'll do what we want, and we won't just sit here anymore. Maybe we'll go travel. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is, at the current moment, I am worth 0.009 cents per second. And that pisses me off. City Slicker says, I'll ask her. Thank you. Kate can probably look up online about deodorant without aluminum. There's aluminum in deodorant?
Some of them, yeah.
I mean, you told me it was bad. I didn't know it was aluminum. Aluminium. Tomato. Semi. For my Scottish folk out there. Money equals trolls. That's Snarf is so true. It's so true. It's fantastic. But for anybody that doesn't know me yet, because I see we got a small amount of people, can I move with you folks? Maybe Bob Jones. You never know. Didn't think I would have a 43-year-old man living in my own bedroom. Well, I live on the couch, but life gets interesting. If you are brand new, my name is Jimmy. I'm not much of a creator. I'm not much for doing content. I'm rather raw and new, but one day, as long as I remain humble enough, you'll see my face absolutely everywhere. It'll be good, not in a bad way. I don't know what that really means yet, but it does start right here. So if you want to come along for a journey that is absolutely wild and has been wild for the past 5 years, and I have no idea where it's going, welcome to the party. On December 21st, you made $331, it says on Social Blade. Well, my YouTube analytics does not, or my YouTube studio doesn't say that. That would be nice, though. I'm not a hater, I'm a lover, says Bob Jones. Good stuff. Josh is looking for a lover. See, now, is that talking about people? Is that gossiping, or is that just playing around? That's still rude, isn't it? It's distasteful. Okay, I literally don't know the difference. Now you know how I was raised. You know how somebody was raised based on how they act. Mm-hmm. I didn't, that is not a learned behavior. I mean, it's not a learned behavior from after adulthood, because my adulthood began with me leaving home completely and being around no one. My behavior is a mirror of how I was raised. Now, obviously, I'm shifting it and making it better, but Three's Company, Feet Piece Audition, says City Slicker. Love it. I'll tell you what, guys, our poor neighbor, I guarantee you can hear the whole show. I'm going to invite the guy down and start paying him just to watch so he doesn't freak out because I'm so loud. I'm always talking. He probably did not see YouTube neighbor in the in the lease. Probably didn't show up in the lease. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's cool our jets. Tap dancing, that is my skill, and cooking. Are you Michael Conger? Know thine enemy. You're welcome, Mike. I would like to see you have a channel that doesn't include trying to hurt other people. Because when we did talk to you when we were in Oklahoma City, I'll tell you what, I did hear quite a sad man. But at the same time, you, just like me, you do not give up. But your current problem is that you are so sold on the need for social acceptance. And that has led you to some very bad people. So the content you make continues to be destructive. My recommendation, get away from your toxic friends and give yourself a chance for 2 seconds, because the tap dancing and the cooking could actually be your content. It doesn't matter if you're bald. It doesn't matter if anyone has a negative opinion about you. No, literally, this is me saying this. After what you've done to me, this is me saying this. If you focused on you, I guarantee you can make something out of it, because you're as persistent as I am. What you do with that information is up to you. Sometimes all we need is for someone to believe in us. It's not always going to be the person you want, though. Michael Conger believed in me when he first picked up that phone and decided to talk about me. He believed in my ability to make him money. And I am more than happy to know that I have provided. All right. Has Kate been decorating and making the home more homey? Not yet, because I have been delusionally OCD, and I'm like, we need this money for other things. And then I spent it on other things, and then, yeah, now we have debt again. So, but it is the dead of winter. We're out of money, and people are trying to get us evicted. So let's just say that I have officially learned my lesson, because it is more than just me involved in this scenario. So I have made continual mistakes up until this very point. That's how much I'm owning up to, like, to this point, because I actually want to move forward. So I'm saying it. There it is. I'm the reason we're in debt. It's not Kate or Josh. It would be Josh if it weren't for me. Just saying. If I didn't do it, Josh would have did it. But Katie's not a victim. You know? She has every right to take confidence in the situation and stand up and say, I'm 1/3 of this household. I'm not cool with these purchases. But I am a sweet talker and he's a smooth talker. So we got what we wanted. And now the poor girl can't even decorate the house. So it's up to us to own up and do better. You know, it's time for Josh to stop complaining and make us stop making us miserable, you know, from being a constant downer. And it's time for me to stop being a false optimist and be responsible at least half the time. You know? And then Katie gets what she wants. That's life. You got to work together to figure things out. It doesn't make something a mountain or a tragedy because regular life is happening. It's literally regular life that people try to blow out of proportion and then end up wasting the time of people who get paid to make good on their time. Is he a nice neighbor? I would say that my upstairs neighbor is fantastic because I literally talk all day long and I'm very loud. And he never complains once. No joke. If I make enough money when we move out of here, I would love to just slap a nice big envelope of cash and just put it in his mailbox. I'm not even kidding. The dude is fantastic. He never bothers us. He never gets bothered by us. And the one time I met him, he was just nice to me. I mean, I literally talk constantly and I'm loud. And he is always nice to me. And so is our landlord. Our landlord is a very, heavy guy, right? And by heavy, I mean like his personality's heavy. And he's still so nice to us. You know, he sees that we're still just trying to figure out life. He let us in here without, without too much trouble. It was fantastic. Now granted, we had some issues moving in, but we figured it out. And so, at the end of the day, as far as this current situation, there's actually nothing to complain about. Now we're living in a place that it's not the best, but seriously, if I look at the human beings around me, I am currently exactly where I want to be. Would you agree? Are you where you want to be?
Yeah.
All right, tell me the truth.
We're on a really good track right now, and I don't want to mess it
I'm
up.
I'm not there yet either. We're getting happy with who are around. We're getting there. And by getting there, I mean between us, between us here.
Quick question.
Is what too much? Huh?
Let me get this described.
Katie speaks in art. Can I show them that before you put it up there? You're posting that. As long as you love it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was too much or not.
I may not be in love with you, but I'm most definitely in love with your mastery. Can I show them?
If you want, it's gonna be going on the channel. It's your content.
No, Caitlin, this is not my content. It's not. You deserve recognition. Do me a favor. Every video that you put your work on, I want you to put your name or signature or whatever you want down in the comments. Can you do that for me?
Down in the comments?
Not in the comments, I'm sorry, in the description. Okay. And then start to put your signature somewhere on it. Can you do that for me?
Wouldn't that look like that?
I don't care.
Okay.
As long as you're comfortable with that, it's your art. Yeah. I want your name on it.
Okay.
All right, but make it big enough so that people can see that it's yours, so they recognize your signature, so that if the time ever comes that you make your own channel, right? Yeah. People already know your work. Yeah. Do that now. instead of later. Don't wait until you have your own platform and then no one knows your name.
Yeah.
And in the future, if you work with anybody else, you demand that.
Okay.
You don't do work for other people without putting your name on it. That is literally, they will sell you out and they will get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, they will take your work, use you up, and then throw you away, because that's what people do. All right, guys, take a look at this. This is Caitlin's her channel art. I have the thing too bright. Do you want to show them? Do you want to show them yourself? I would turn the brightness down a little bit.
I'll just put it up, and we'll see it.
Katie, stop being pretend humble. I know you're pretending. Katie, this is that thing in you that you learned from your parents where you pretend like you have to feel bad about doing something well. You've done something well, share it. If you don't want to, that's your prerogative. But I know you. And all I see is that you're trying to pretend that you don't want them to see it. If I'm wrong, look me in the face and tell me to shut up. And I promise I will. If I'm delusional right now, fix me. It is true delusion and over-optimism if I'm wrong.
Of course I want everyone to see all my art, but at the same time...
You want it to flow into the work.
Yes.
You don't want to boast it. Can I boast it for you? Or you prefer it to show up on the channel?
I kind of just want it to show up on the channel.
I love you very much.
Love you too.
And it is your work. You do as you please. I don't apologize for my over-optimism, and I'm grateful for your ability to combat my over-optimism. Because I need to be this way in order to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
But I also need to be able to work with strong personalities who can fight back at me when I'm too optimistic, or when it's not optimism, it's selfishness, right? I want to bring you into it when you don't desire that. But that's my desire to have everyone a part of what I'm doing leads me into that behavior. That is something I need to learn to curb without losing my confidence. And I have to work on that. So, but congratulations. That is oh my goodness. You're going to make this channel look so professional, Katie. I'm very excited. And this is your beginning work. That's what excites me the most. This is your rough draft. That's what excites me the most. All right. All that coffee would make me poop. Kevin, welcome on. I don't have any caffeine. Katie, do I drink coffee?
You used to, not anymore though. What?
Just a comment. City Slicker says Dollar Tree has very cute things. Just saying, you would be surprised at all the stuff they have, and it's $1. I know, but for the amount of bad karma I put out into the world, I would prefer not to buy from somewhere that probably doesn't have, too positive of labor practices, wherever the products come from. Just my take on it. There's no offense to anyone that shops at Dollar Tree, because I know we do it when we have to. So, but if I can help it, Kate finds it more of a gift that I don't than if I do. She's like, "Why are you spending that money? Don't do it." But she will get presents. We'll get there. Kate is really living the dream. She is. She's living her dream. But the dream doesn't happen from 0 to hero, Veronica. The dream isn't a 0 to hero process. That overnight success that you see took 10 years to get there. And you've heard these words from 1,000 other lips and you still ignore them. That's your loss. It's a fact. It takes 10 years to get someone to notice you exist before you even matter. I should hope so. I am your upstairs neighbor, says Snarf. You manifested it. Thank you. Wait, what did I manifest? Is that good? City Slicker says, "Be proud, Kate. Show us." What video is it?
It's Josh's confession.
Oh, the video for Josh's confession. That's where it is. You guys, Katie is putting all of her artwork on everything. Katie, will you?
It's not updated yet.
It takes some time.
Okay.
Could you go ahead and put your signature on the ones you already uploaded? Like maybe re-edit them? And also make sure that, remember the quality issue we were having?
Yeah, some nothing I can do about the quality issue.
Katie, does that sound like a feet piece answer? Does it?
No.
Nothing you could do? Does that sound like a you answer? Forget me. What about you? Have you ever said that about you before? No. There's always a way. It's your job to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's how you improve, right? What you're doing right now, if I were you, do not let it stay that way for longer than a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's, that's all nice and pretty, but then we stagnate, right? If things stay that way. And your art is perfect, and what's in your mind is perfect. It's just you have to figure out how to utilize the tools that you have at hand and do research on finding better tools to create what you need to using mobile.
Yeah.
Because mobile is officially becoming mainstream, and I've been ahead of the curve for 5 years. You get to get in on that. Don't waste that time by just saying this is good enough.
Yeah.
Start learning, and then you'll be the master. All right, I'll be right back. All right, take a pee. If you're brand new, my name is Jimmy Soroka, aka Feet Piece, and this is a positive community here on YouTube. We're not brand new, but I'm brand new. Thanks for being here. Ow. I gotta pee.
Sure. Let's just make sure I didn't accidentally press the buttons. And yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love our living room. Kate, we finally have that feng shui going.
Yeah.
Everything's just so calm and simple. Kate, I could actually be happy here. How about you? Are you happy here? I'm officially happy here. Huh. I have no issues or qualms living here officially. Ugh. Guys, I'll tell you what, if you are in a situation in your life that you don't enjoy, just find a way. See, that's what we did. We are living in just a super low income apartment. It's seriously a simple hole in the wall, and it feels like home. And it is clean and well put together. Katana, with all due respect, I did not read your comment, but because I saw it was from you, and you have been very toxic lately, for whatever your reasons might be, I refuse to acknowledge it. I will say that I miss your fanship, and I miss your friendship. You were very nice in the past, and it was always fun to talk with you. So if I offended you and I did something wrong, I would like to make an effort to fix it because I miss the way that you and I had talked on here before, the conversation that had been had. So, yeah. All right. So, thank you for the 300 people that are here in the broadcast. And how many comments? Okay, we're caught. There we go. Caught up. Let me clarify. Why are my nerves starting to hit? I'm starting to pick at my finger.
Maybe you've been on for too long?
No, I'm enjoying myself. Am I having the opposite problem? With the food, I'm going into mania. I'm getting over optimistic. What did I just do? Talked over you before and was... You see it? My issue was never when I felt bad. It was when I felt good. Too good. Getting high on my own supply. I'm supposed to provide positivity. But I was receiving positivity from my own broadcast. That's not the answer. My job here is to provide, not consume. Because when you consume yourself, well, that's cannibalism, and it's weird. So, I need to calm down and pay attention to those who need the positivity. Is Kate jealous of Molly's XL beautiful Canadian? You don't even want to know. You do not want to know. Thank you to the 260 people in here. If you are brand new, this isn't I don't know. I don't know. Just stick around if you want. You can't provide for anyone. I'm providing for 266 people right now. There's our delusion for the day. Hello, Dolly, bringing in the delusion cart. Filling it with goods. Wow, I'm really not funny. That's okay. Manifested a good neighbor and a decent landlord. Those are a blessing. Yeah, for real, though. I am a little concerned, though. I can't share why, though, because it's not my business, but I am concerned. Not for us, I'm not concerned, but someone else. Yo-Yo Kate says Team STL.
Hey. What?
Just to Jack in. He's a troll. He's Reg Givens, welcome to the party. Thanks for being here. Happy New Year, Marge Berman. How are you? You say Happy New Year, Marge?
Hi.
She's a regular. Thanks for being here. Jim gets stoned from his own broadcast. It's a fact. Jimmy, what's your favorite meal? Forget chicken fingers and pierogies. I like my lamb chops. I like raw lamb chops and drink powders that are a mixture of a bunch of different superfood type thingies. And literally I can live on that and have like 1,000 calories a day. So, and I'm like super healthy and no thyroid problems showing, no anything. Like just like Katie, the level of articulate you've seen in me when I'm on that, consistently.
Yeah.
Not highs and lows, no highs and lows, just boom. Not up here. The intellectual ability to process of when I'm up here with the emotions of being right in the middle. Perfection. Jimmy Soroka, feet piece perfection. I'm right where I need to be when I'm on that. So working that out, trying to get to a financial place where we can afford that. So, AKA, thanks for the $17 in Super Chat. I hope that we are entertaining you with a more positive community, but I already know that I must remain consistent before anyone feels that I'm worth their time again. Owl trolls? Hoo-hoo, trolls. That's what I got out of Snarf's comment. Want a cookie? I would like a cookie. You want a cookie? What kind of cookies do you like?
I like chocolate chip cookies.
Me too. Are you the one that used to make me really good chocolate chip cookies?
I made you a couple, but they weren't like awesome, but I made you the peanut butter cookies that you really liked.
I had to let go because I don't want... the ropes are for SM. I'm just kidding. Alicia, I did not buy the GPS from Walmart. I bet you they're saying Walmart because last night or the other night I said that it was like picked up at Walmart or whatever. And they're like, that's what he meant. But I was looking at Josh and talking about his work. No, I didn't buy a GPS. It wasn't a GPS. It was like it was freaky. It was like a little box. Some weirdo. And I told UPS, if a guy shows up again, call the cops. And they said they got no problem with that. They literally won't let him leave. They'll figure out a way. So they didn't say that part, but in my fantasies, I would like to see that they guard the door and they're like, old man with a hat, as described, you may not leave, thou shalt not pass. And then the police show up and da-da-da-da. The irony, here's the irony. The GPS was sent to my house to try and find where I live, which is super creepy, by the way. No one's impressed by that. They're only creeped out. But also, I called the police on the phone and said my name, address, my phone number, all live, which totally just negated what they did to begin with. And I did that on accident. Like, I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't do the phone call on accident. But I just said, I'm like, you know what? If they're doing this, I just fine. Like, I don't know. What do you want from me? Other than my whole life, what do you want from me? How about you get your own?
Yeah.
Just a thought. All right. But yes, Miss Lisha, the ropes are from a hammock that we got, and they're from the hammock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the hammock. So I don't know what they're supposed to do, but we have them.
Yeah, I think that it just kept it tied together for shipping purposes.
Yeah. Alicia, you are quite literally proving the person that did it, whoever the heck is giving you that info, is obviously the person that did it or sent someone to do it. So, Kate, we are officially in a position where we don't have to expose haters because they're exposing themselves. And I knew that was always how it would go if I decided to be positive. But I was so afraid of letting go. Didn't want to let go of that control. All right. Raw lamb. Yes, sunshine. Raw lamb. Katie's been cooking it up. Was cooking it up when we had it. But we cannot currently afford it. Positivity attracts positivity. You can't help but receive it. Absolutely. I'm completely confused by like 90% of this chat right now. No joke. Well, you can hang Kate's pictures on there. I like that idea. Are you opposed?
No.
I think you should make something, and then we can actually go to Walmart or just have Josh pick it up, because that's what Josh does, everything for us, because he's awesome, and he gives us the opportunity to spend all day working, and he can pick us up a picture frame. Alicia, I don't have to go get a job because I was given a purpose when I turned on this camera, and you're paying me right now. Welcome to Feet Piece. Now that is how you troll well. I hope. Did I do good? Katie, what's your opinion? Did I just troll well?
I think so.
Did I troll in a healthy way or a hurtful way?
What did you say again?
I said something to some... I don't remember. Doesn't matter. It's over now. Genuinely don't remember. Thanks for responding to my question. Miss Leisha, I respond to everyone who has something decent to say. Can I have more water?
Yeah.
Thank you. Snarf says, exclamation point, winner. I guess that's a Nightbot thing that I don't know about yet. Has Kate ever seen The Sound of Music? Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Kate has seen The Sound of Music. I have not. What happens in The Sound of Music?
Well, there's Julie Andrews. She's a nun, and then spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Sound of Music. Just let me know. Okay, I've said it. Anyway, so are you okay if I tell you what happened? That's all you got. Okay. So Julie Andrews is a nun, and they're just
Oh wait, do you want to watch it together instead of talk about it?
It's a really long movie.
I didn't ask that.
Okay.
I asked what you want. Guys, I want you to witness how this really goes. I genuinely ask Caitlin what she wants. And she makes an excuse as to why it's not important enough for my time. I have never premised as to why what she cares about is not important to me. Never once in our entire knowing one another. Guys, content is content. Content, everybody wants a spot on the show. Hello? I guess they changed their mind. I don't think they expected me to pick up. Guys, I'm cool with it. If you pick up the phone, you start saying weird things, I'll hang up, but that's actually my phone number. So you are welcome to call me if you want. Just understand that is a button that if I press it, the police show up within 15 minutes. Under 15 minutes. So, how long did it take them when I pressed it last time?
I don't think did we actually? Oh, we did. Right?
Because I pressed it on accident,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't remember my code.
Yeah. I don't remember.
It was
wasn't like
it
a
was
long
quick. Don't
time.
rob me, because I got nothing for you. We're poor, okay? I got a phone. That's it. You want one of those? I got a buddy can get you one for free. Don't give me problems over it. You really want to rob me at gunpoint over a phone? I will find you a free one. Okay? So let's not do that.
I think we'll watch some music though. That'd be nice.
I'm up for it.
Yeah.
I'm totally up for it. Were you in the middle of talking about it?
Yeah, but
Do you see how this goes? Okay, so that's still not saying that it's still not answering my question. But guys, okay. Do I really need to learn some assumptive communication? Do I need to just assume and not be literal? I guess I do.
yes, I would like to watch some music.
Guys, let's
You asked to watch
good.
music.
Thank you. I want a majority vote here. Do we find it more important to seriously? It's not a right or wrong answer. It's something I do not know apparently that I want to learn. Is it better to assume what a woman thinks because you can pretty much tell what she wants, or to work through to get the actual truth about what she wants and be patient and kind and find out what she's actually trying to say? What's better? Elvis, I don't think that I'm smart. I know that I'm smart. They want you to be psychic. I am borderline, aren't I? But it's all reading communication. It's not actual being a psychic. But never assume, says Veronica. I know, but every time I don't assume, she gets upset. That's what I no, never assume, says Sunshine. That's what I'm saying. Guys, I am good to girls. You don't get it. Ask Katie. Please, stop crucifying me. I'm like a really good dude to her.
Really good dude.
I promise. I never assume. Kate, do I ever assume what you want?
No.
Never. I might not always work all the way to what she wants, but like I never just assume what she wants.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't get what she wants, it is always because she doesn't tell me.
It's
All right.
true.
Extra content. Let's put this conversation on hold. We're going to make some money now. And then this conversation gets to make us a little bit more money after the phone call. Hello, Courage speaking. Hello, Michael Conger. How are you today? I talk plenty. This is my show, so I'm more than happy to talk. We can share content here. Sure. Money's money, my friend. I know what you're after. I'm after it too. Let's make it together. Much better, as you can tell. How have you been? I saw your tap dancing on YouTube. I'm not making fun of you. That's okay. I'm not saying it for them. I'm saying it for you. I say it to you if we're live or not. I saw your tap dancing. Wasn't that your... I swear to you, I am not making fun of you. Didn't you have tap dancing on YouTube? All right. Okay. That's great. Correct. Well, we had a nice older man with a hat drop it off, according to our UPS man. Not just according to Josh. At the where my box is. You know where my box is at. You stalked me. Yeah, it's in my pants and you want it, but you can't have it, brother. It's not for you. It's low-hanging fruit, okay? You just give me a chance here. I apologize. I'm being... Well, they can come to your broadcast if they want to hear you talk. All right, then you watch. I appreciate you watching me on the big screen. That's cool. It's like being on TV. I'm saying that the UPS guy told me that, and I'm saying that Josh told me that. I just said two. I said two people. I didn't say Josh told me that. Michael Conger. If you want to play politics, you're going to play honest politics. You're in my house right now. You just said it. Correct. Told me that. I called them. I did, and I told him call the police next time he shows up. So then maybe you should keep digging and go get someone fired over it. Or you should just let it go and realize that that's what happened, and we live in the middle of nowhere where the UPS guys may not be exact, but they're really good guys, and you are literally willing to put completely legitimate employees on the chopping block for the sake of your content, which does not speak to your capabilities. Michael, actually, you are attempting to make me look bad, which is only making UPS look bad because I don't have anything to defend anymore. But right now you're making me money. And you're really not making yourself money because eventually it's going to fall through. Well, then why are you making it now? Why is it so important to you to ruin other people's lives for the sake of your paycheck? Answer me that. Mike, there is not, in a rational mindset, there is not one part of this process for you that doesn't destroy someone's life. Explain to me, how is that not? How is that not? Michael, there is not one piece of this that does not affect someone negatively. There is no part of this that benefits anybody except you. How is that not? Why don't we start thinking like someone with money? Warren Buffett. You ever hear that? Look in the negative spaces. Michael, what are your negative spaces? What are your negative spaces? Because I don't see any positive spaces right now. All I see is someone trying to hurt lives, not help them. Mike, if that's what I was doing, we wouldn't be on the phone right now because I'd be too busy doing what you're doing. I don't have to because you're smart enough to tell the difference, but you'd rather just keep other people dumb and in the dark. I hear deflection, and you're officially disrespecting me in my house. You called me for a particular purpose. You couldn't prove that purpose, so now you want to dig me a further hole. Mike, I've looked in your direction long enough. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your career. Feet, peace out. Guys, now that is not how you handle a hater. That is how you handle someone who seeks nothing but destruction for others. It's inappropriate, it's wrong, and that is what does not belong on YouTube. There is more than one reason why there are 463 people live on my YouTube channel, and he does not have one to speak of, and it is mostly full of my content. Do we now understand, based on any bias that you need, that I am in the lead for a legitimate reason, and it does not have to do with deception? Welcome to Feet Peace, all 492 of you. I'm grateful that you're here. Now let's talk about us. Because as you saw in that phone call, I gave him a chance. He destroyed that chance with seeking to destroy lives. Of course, yeah, the UPS guys, they got the box. Are you going to go get them fired over it? Is that what you're going to do? Ruin other lives. It's over. Let it go. When the police came, they don't know what to do with it. The GPS, guys, you don't ruin people's lives just because they're in bumble shock. He knows that. He knows that we are living in the middle of nowhere with people who do not know how to handle a situation like this, either from UPS or the police. They don't deal with people that are that deceptive. So, of course, when it happens, they are beyond confused. And they're just like, oh, well, here's a package. The answers are so simple. We don't need to overcomplicate this. And I have obviously overcome this, and now it's time we move on from the drama. If that phone call comes again, and there's a legitimate conversation, we'll have it. But until then, he doesn't deserve any more of my time. I opened the door at my party. I had a conversation. And all I hear is lies. All I hear is someone looking to come into my party and sell people drugs. I told him, get off my porch. go home before I call the cops. And that's where we stand as a Feet Piece family. Hashtag Feet Piece fan. Thank you for being here, everybody. Now let me catch up on the comments. Whew. I felt good. Let's see where we're at. Thank you for responding. Hashtag winner. Snarf goes a wink there. So does Josh do anything besides work? Currently, no. To be quite honest, me, Kate, and Josh pretty much just work. So, and I don't even when we watch a movie, it's still work. I mean, Kate gets to enjoy it, but I just have this knack. I have to tear everything apart and learn about it. I don't know how to not do it anymore. It's like an addiction. I have to look at everything and look beyond the entertainment factor and, you know, sort out what it means. Team STL says, Jimmy, what do you miss the most about your travels? Quite honestly, it's you guys. I think I finally realized I miss my Feet Piece fam enough that I'm willing to face all of this just to have it. But I'm starting to realize I can have you guys without having to live in fear on the road. I don't have to run from anything anymore. I can run towards a better life because the only way up is through. Oh my goodness. 7 comments. Okay, here we are. Jack in. And whoever the heck Kwani is, can you leave her alone? Just like, this dude is just nonstop on whoever the heck Kwani is. Back to The Sound of Music, says Sunshine. Good stuff. So, The Sound of Music. Mm-hmm. We're going to watch it.
Yeah.
When are we going to watch it? Your choice.
Probably.
Later today? Oh, next what?
Either later today or like next week.
Okay.
Have a day off.
Okay.
Day off, quote unquote.
Katie, we can watch it whenever you want to.
Okay.
When you're feeling it, let me know. I'm adaptable. They want you to be psychic. Never assume. No, never assume. Never assume you know what a woman wants. I don't. I really don't. Caitlin, have you not made every choice for yourself thus far?
Yeah.
Even if there was influence involved in those choices, it was still her choice. And my influence is laying off more and more. I'm realizing that it was not a great thing for me to influence her. I didn't necessarily mean to. It was just I saw an opportunity, she saw an opportunity, and we took it together. Yeah. And we pretty much failed forward to this point. Together.
Yeah.
All right? Me being on screen doesn't mean I'm the only one that exists. So you guys are in the comments and you exist. All right? Katie's up in those comments. Katie's living her life with me together. All right? It doesn't mean we have to be married or not married or define or not define. We're doing whatever we want to do. We. But that we is a her and I now. Mm-hmm. And her and I agree that no crazy people are coming up in this house anymore. Other than Josh. No, I'm just kidding. Josh isn't crazy anymore, which is fantastic. So if I can help Josh, I think I can help others, which is good. To assume is to make. Well, you know. Never assume, buddy, says Miss Lisha. I know. I already knew that. I was throwing it out there. You should respect your thoughts and let a woman say what she wants or thinks. But how do I let a woman say what she wants? Okay. Sunshine, here's the thing. You say you should respect her thoughts. I already do because they're her thoughts, which is like, I mean, I don't know how do I disrespect her thoughts? You know what I mean? They're in her head. I can't touch them. And let a woman say what she wants or thinks. Let a woman say. I can't give her permission to speak her own mind. And I can't give her dispermission to speak her own mind. I might talk over her sometimes, and I'm getting better with that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a battle of wills. You know, it's the realization that a woman has complete free will, just like a man. And a man does not run her life, right? And some people might be traditional, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we are definitely not what you would consider traditional. We were raised traditional, but we're living a life beyond that. Not different than that, not whatever, but beyond it. It plus more, all right? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's something right with that. With the way that we live, there's something right with it for us. All right. Speaker says STL, not giving him the satisfaction. He doesn't belong in our broadcast like that. It's just constant psychobabble for politics, for political reasons. He would have made he would have made a good congressman back in the day when people were good at, when lying was all the rage, when lying was mainstream. He would have been pretty popular. I think he has his... Ew. Snarf. This is better than DirecTV, says City Slicker. City Slicker, I'm happy to oblige. I'm really glad you're entertained. Now, next time, guys, here's what I'll tell you. If Super Chat shows up, I'll pick up that phone. There's the deal. You pay me to listen to that craziness, I'll try to put up with it. But if there's no exchange of value here, right? That is extra right there. That is extra. That is absolute. Would you agree? Yeah. That is absolute extra. I do not do that without a bonus. No way. It's not worth my sanity. Especially if you want it on speaker. Speaker is extra. And you could be upset with me for that, but he does not deserve a voice in my room. That's not how this works. A 50-year-old man, he's so creepy. It's not about him being creepy. He's not looking to be creepy. He may be creepy, but his goal is simply to make money. It's just that the way he's doing it, I don't approve of. And if I continue to acknowledge that piece of it and not tear it apart when it happens, then it's only inviting more. And it's not appropriate. I have to take half the credit for the fact that he's trying to shame the police and shame the UPS. Like, he literally works for UPS and he's trying to shame the UPS people. So and you know what I mean. Obviously, that's not his main goal. His main goal is to shame me, but he is willing to shame others around me for the sake of shaming me. And that's why it needs to stop. That's why I'm manning up and just taking a breath, because it does need to stop. And it's not going to stop if I keep freaking out. City Slicker says you'll be singing all the songs in the movie, Jim. It's great. How long is it? And what is it about?
Let me look it up.
Oh, boy.
It's about a nun who goes to be a nanny for a family it's a dad who's widowed, and he has a bunch of kids, and they keep getting their nannies to go away, so she goes to be the nanny. Like they keep chasing the nannies off. So
I've seen it. I've actually, The Sound of Music. I have seen it.
Julie Andrews and like the dope, you know, like the
Yeah. Thank God I don't have to watch it again.
Oh, it's not as long as I thought. It's only like 2 hours and 55 minutes. I remember when I was in second grade and I watched The Sound of Music. I remember thinking the movie was so long. I was like, it's so long.
Thank you, Veronica. You're right. That's the movie channel DirecTV package. It's a musical. LMFAO, I couldn't watch it. What is happening right now? Whoever the heck, Jack Jackian, this person must have like a supercomputer and a keyboard in front of him that's like, I don't know, like he can type with one hand because he's just like, oh wait, did that die? Did that just die? I really hope it didn't. Yeah, it's officially dead. It's dead. Shot officially. Wait, plug your phone in. Plug that phone in and see if it charges. Make sure it's not this. Is this thing dead? Oh, this came out of the wall. Because I stepped over it. We're good. I stepped over the cord. I thought I broke it. Thank you. All right, I will be right back. I have to use the restroom again. As you guys know, when I am live, I drink water like an elephant. Okay, so if you are brand new to the broadcast, my name is Jimmy Soroka, aka Feet Piece, and I got a lot of splaining to do with what I do, not what I say. Bye. Okay, please remind me to tell Josh to sleep is better when he comes home.
Okay.
I'm tired of getting stuff under my feet to go to the bathroom. Katie.
Yeah.
You saw how I just picked that up like a boss? Said what had to be said and hung it up?
Mm-hmm.
We're officially ahead of the curve. Game is over. And the reason I know they will not up their game is because they can't. But what will happen is we will have Michael Conger V2. Meaning someone else who is fully capable of picking up that baton and, you know, still can't adapt, but is the next level Bowser, is going to show up. Next level Bowser will show up. I guarantee you that. So we just have to stay on our toes, and I have to remain uncocky and understanding about the fact that it is not the end of the road for the haters. It is just they're going to find their new colonization. You know, they'll find their new leader. So just got to stay on our toes. Anyway, catching up on comments. Oh my goodness. All right. Jackin, I am sorry, but there are so many comments that I can't keep up with other people's. That's actually the only reason why let me unhide you and I'll just put you on timeout. I'm just gonna put you on a timeout. I just need you to calm down with the comments, okay? Because it's like getting too caught up. Veronica, I'm going to put you on a timeout. You need to calm down. Like, I don't want to block you because you seem like a nice person, but you really do need to calm down. We do like seeing her. Can Kate come on, please? I know you do, but no, Katie does not want to be on screen, so. Well, if this Kate, we know each other quite well. I don't know. All right, Katana, you are like super poisonous, and you really need to calm down. Like you're a toxic human being. Like I pray to God I never have to meet someone like you in my whole life, in real life. I do pray for you, and I hope you figure your life out. But oh my God, stay out of my space. People like you are not allowed in my space. Say hello to everyone for the new year, Kate, says Joe.
Sure.
Joe just wants to say hello. Now, Joe's a troll, and he might have bad intentions. So my recommendation, hi, bye. But give him a nice new year. Let me get, wait, you got some. It's okay, it's okay.
Is that my note?
It's everywhere. That's okay. It's like you just.
Hi everyone, Happy New Year!
I haven't seen you this happy ever. Have you ever been this happy?
I don't know.
I've never been this happy in my whole life as I am right now. Low confidence and courage apparently goes a long way. Happy New Year, says Sheila.
Happy New Year!
I don't need anyone. I don't need anyone. I just need everyone and then some toothpaste, apparently.
The toothpaste I got the other day is fluoride free if you want to use it.
Would you mind?
I don't mind.
Thank you. We still love you, Kate, says Bob Jones. Happy New Year, sweet girl. I am not a meanie, says Joe Johnson. Katie, isn't that what your psycho mother calls you? Sweet girl? Or somebody else you know?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm gonna block that person. That's freaky. Because dudes do not say that. I've never met a dude who says sweet girl.
I don't know.
Have you? I don't even care if I'm judgmental right now, but all I heard was your mother saying that, and I am opposed. That is off limits. Absolute savage snarf. Absolute savage. I see a woman that looks like her mother or her father. Get out of my presence. Don't care if I'm judgmental. I got trauma. I got stuff to work through. Okay. Stoned, says City Slicker. Thank you, City Slicker. Thank you very much. I'm getting high on my own supply still. How do I calm down and be able to continue? Because getting too good is not good. Getting too bad is not bad. I mean, is bad. Right? Being negative, too negative or too positive is both bad things. I have to learn how to keep it in the middle. Or is it just time to shut down? Are we good for the day? No, I said Kate looks stoned. I like it, says City Slicker. Well, we'll get her on that trend when we get out to California. Don't worry. Guys, if there's one thing I can do well, it's peer pressure. I wish I was kidding. I'm curious to see her try. I won't force her to try it, but you better believe I'll try to sell her on it. Just because I just want to see how Kate reacts. It will be in a controlled environment, though, where only her and I exist. I mean, literally, we will lock ourselves in a room. Because God forbid she's near another man.
If it's only you and me, I'll do it. I'm
Can't do it in PA, though.
No, absolutely not. It's illegal here, but out in Cali where it's, not illegal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just to try it.
Yeah.
Weed is great, says Sheila. Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now by Loveless Fascinations. I will screenshot that. Thanks, bro. Did I just spit all over you?
No.
I spit all that way. Maybe you didn't even feel it. You're wiping it off your pants.
No. That's
The popcorn. You're wiping the popcorn. Okay. I am getting weird. You see it? I wonder if would mind Lori Smith. What? Oh, thank you. Guys, I think it helps with anxiety. I think I might have to shut down because I'm too high on the supply. I might have to shut down because I'm having that good of a broadcast. That's a good problem. A problem I haven't had in years. I have to shut down. I have to be grateful for how well this has gone and end it in a good place. No overkill. Guys, I love you. Is that Walmart popcorn? It might be. Ask her mother. All right. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for the constant support We love you. Welcome to Feet Peace. We are a positive community on YouTube. And this episode was brought to you by... who? Josh Cook, our financial supporter. Have a great rest of your day, and Feet Peace out. Don't forget to subscribe, but only if you're looking to be entertained.